suicide. And
Mental.
We all go a little mad.
I just can't.
do the right work.
People say that I have shed innocent blood. What's blood for? If not for shedding.
There's some things you gotta do. Don't mean you have to like it.
I live in the weak and the wounded.
I am the devil.
You know, it's Halloween.
There is nothing to worry about. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare, huh?
But an accident, Dave, an accident.
UK NJ Project.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
You can either ignore it, or you can help me to stop it.
Please, God.
This is God.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Anything you want. Anything. You ask for anything. I must grant it.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Paris, you faithless swine.
Do you like to gamble?
Come and play with us.
Depends on what's at stake.
Anything you wish.
Come and play with us, Daddy.
Play the game of your choice. I have a feeling you do very well. I can feel it.
You want to know what happens to an eyeball when it gets punctured?
You are seriously fucked up. Look at you. You professional.
Mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of all children.
Do you understand?
All right, motherfuckers. You know what that means? I'm going live. Well, you know that because you see me. I'm here, so I don't get fined. And I want to talk about something that's very important, which is why I call it that. So let me catch up to speed of what's going on here. My mom stops here yesterday and makes sure to give me the good news that she's got fucking polyps in her colon. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Right? I don't want anybody to get it confused. We're not friends. Me and this woman are not close. I mean, she's my family, but as a human being, the person that she is, the personality type that she is, I can't fucking stand her. That's not a secret. Everybody knows it. Maybe you didn't. Now you do. So I feel kind of bad about that, but it doesn't change the facts that she did what she did and I did what I did, and that's the end of the fucking story. Anyway, she fucking calls me a few minutes ago and she says, you know, you're never going to fucking believe what just happened. And I go, what? And she goes, you know, yesterday when I came by your house, she brought a fucking Entenmann's crumb cake with her because she does that shit. I don't know why, but I guess it kind of makes her fucking like, well, you know, I'm doing a thing, you know, so that makes me feel better, whatever it is. I don't know. She brings the thing over, right? She tells me the polyps, whatever. Then she leaves. Today she calls me and she says, you remember that fucking Entenmann's cake that I was telling you about, the one that I gave you, and then I bought some for my house for myself. I go, yeah. And she says, well, my store, she works at a food store. She's worked in a food store my entire fucking life But we will get to that. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about that. We will get there. She's worked in this store my entire life. I'm 36 years old, dude. From the moment that I can remember, she's worked in this fucking place. And that's factually backed. It is what it is. Apparently, there was a fucking sale on these Entenmann cakes. And I guess she bought more than what she was supposed to. It says you're only allowed to buy 2 for $5, whatever the fuck it is. I'm assuming that she bought 4. Right? She gave us one that she kept the 3, whatever the fuck she bought. Because she's into all that. I'm trying to get off of all eating all this bullshit. Especially because, you know, I'm not getting any fucking younger. And not for nothing, dude. But I need to work this fucking stomach situation out. Because if you want to be motivated to work out, bro. If you want to be motivated to work out, take an honest picture of yourself and look at that shit for a minute. I promise you. You will fucking want to make a change in your life. Believe me. And anyway. She fucking gets these cakes yesterday, and then she tells me, I go to work this morning, and my fucking boss calls me to the office, and I'm like, well, I know this is no good, because they're calling me in there. The only time they call you, that's the executioner room. That's what that is. When they call you into the office, you're fucked. Whatever it is, you're going down. Just light yourself on fire. It's fucking over. Pass out the bandanas and the cigarettes because the firing squad is here. They tell her this is not a joke. It's not a joke, and I shouldn't even laugh because it's not funny. It's fucking disgusting. They say it has come to our attention probably because somebody fucking ratted in 2020. Should be ashamed of yourselves, all of yous. It's come to our attention that you didn't follow the store policy and you bought more than what you were supposed to of these Entenmann cakes. And she's like, well, I didn't nowhere. And she works in this store, mind you. Nowhere on the shelf do I see a sign that says there's a limit. I didn't know. I grabbed it and I paid for it. And they go, the fact that you paid for it is not the problem. The problem is the fact that you didn't adhere to the store's fucking rules, whatever it is. So we're suspending you. We're suspending you for buying more shit than what you were supposed to out of your own money. Out of your own money that you work for. That you used in our fucking store to keep our doors open so that you might be able to collect a pension. How dare you do that? How dare you? The fuck is the matter with you? They didn't say that in so many words, but that's basically what they said. With that suspension, that's what they said. How fucking dare you? And now she goes, I look at this notice, dude. And it says, final warning. Now, I gotta,
Kevin,
yeah.
Remember, if she shops at any other food store,
I'm gonna get to that.
Remember, that's the thing too that's fucked up.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get to that. On the paychecks. This is not made up. This is not a fucking bit. I don't know how they do it in other states, but this store is doing so fucking badly. These 3-4 jerk-offs, how many brothers there are, I don't know. There was an old man who used to run this store, dude. And he was a good man. He was a good older guy. He didn't always do the right thing, but he was not an overall bad dude. He was an alright guy for a business guy. You know, you just have to, sometimes you just have to accept the evil. You have to. You know, the dude was an old guy trying to make it in the fucking world. He passes away some years ago. This is not a recent development. He passed away some years ago, and his kids took over the business. And within a few years of them taking over the business, multiple stores have shut down. ShopRite is pretty much single-handedly taken fucking over. So they literally have on their paychecks, shop where you work. Shop where you work so that I can get suspended for spending my own goddamn money in this fucking dump. She doesn't say that.
If you get caught shopping at any other food store, you get suspended.
I mean, they can't legally do that, but they would find a way. They would find a way. It's like when the cops pull you over. It's like when the cops pull you over and they say, "Oh, you got a busted license plate." Like, I smell marijuana. I smell marijuana in the car, sir. I think we're gonna need to search this motherfucker.
Remember, Kevin, cops have busted my my fucking lights.
I'm saying it's the same.
Just to get away with that shit.
It's the same thing, though. It's the way that the cops do it is the same way that these people are doing it. Well, here's the part.
But we were there when they said, you know, if you get caught shopping at another food store again, we're going to deduct money from your paycheck and give you, you know, whatever fucking, you know, suspension points or whatever.
So it's already done. She's already suspended, and it's a wrap. Here's what.
She got one more suspension.
No, that was her final warning.
Oh, okay.
The next thing that they deem offendable is a fireable offense.
Yeah, so that means like, oh, your mom's boyfriend calls her, you know,
Exactly.
has his mood swings and just storms there again.
Exactly.
You know, your mom's fired.
Yeah. Now look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that there's been things
Probably
that
even doing this could get your mom fired.
absolutely,
But
which
guess
is
what?
why I'm not naming this store.
Yeah, because guess what? You know, you're your own person. It's a fucking, you know, you got freedom of speech.
Yeah, this is what I do. You're not going to tell me that I can't talk about what I want to fucking talk about. But to your question, it's already done. It's already done. She's already suspended. There's nothing that she could do. Now I'm sure she could call her union rep. Thanks, Jimmy Hoffa. I'm sure that she can call her union rep, which would do absolutely nothing for her because all that a union means is it's the company's way of covering their ass. That's what this is. 90% of the time, the union doesn't fight for the fucking worker unless you work in the goddamn NFL, the NBA, or, you know, a big company like that.
Or that you're good looking.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, yeah. But, I mean, you know, unfortunately, it's unfortunate. Unions are not really known for fighting on behalf of the people most of the time. Now, this is my slanted view. I come from a fucking working class family. We don't have shit. All of us don't have shit. When my family members die, there's no inheritance. You know what my inheritance is gonna be? I'm gonna have bill collectors calling me, talking about blah blah blah. Oh, it's this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, cool story, bro. I got no money for you. That's a wrap. I seen how they do things. When her grandmother died, you could believe the funeral home, for fuck's sake, talk about you owe us this, and this. Bro, the lady's dead, man. Can you just, really? Come on, stop it.
They didn't let our family in the fucking funeral home until my mom gave them the little extra money that they fucking wanted.
Yay, religion.
And then they go, oh, we bought fucking these lunch meat rolls.
Why?
You know, you gotta give us an extra whatever.
And then
mom was like, I didn't order this. And he goes, oh, no, this comes with the funeral.
Wild.
But you're going to charge her extra?
Wild. So, dude, I mean, this is just the way the shit goes. So now she's telling me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. 30 years I've worked for this fucking company, and they're suspending me over a fucking cake. And I'm like, dude, listen to me. I don't know a whole lot, people. I don't know a whole lot of things. Here's what I do know. I know when you're getting fucked. Usually I can pick up on it. This has nothing to do with a cake. This has everything to do with the fact that she's worked for this fucking company for over 30 years and she has a pension coming to her, which they've already talked about taking away from not just her, all of the workers. Most of the workers most of the workers who have been around the retirement age have already taken their retirements and ran off to go die in a rocking chair someplace. This fucking Momo is still working for them. I don't know why. She says to me, dude, she goes, you know, this is my final warning. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I go, well, I mean, how many more years do you have until you can retire? And she goes, I mean, I could retire now. I said, what are we having this conversation for? What the fuck are you doing? Go give them your paperwork. What's the matter with you? I say to her straight up, dude. I go, look, man, listen. This has nothing to do with a fucking cake. These people want to take your pension away from you. You know the thing that you worked for 30 fucking years for? The reason why I got a fucking lifelong disability? Because you didn't want to sit the fuck down when you were pregnant and going to work for these fucking cunts? This is what you get. This is what you get. After all that, after all of that, this is what you get. To get fucking 30 years. 30 years. What, literally, it could be anything. I already know how they're going to do it. I already gave her the whole blueprint how this is going to go. There was a store that was down here. It closed a couple years ago, and now she has to commute from where she lives to another store, which is an hour away, and that doesn't include traffic. On occasion, she has been late. Not much. Look, if there's one thing I could say about this lady, is that she's a fucking worker, dude. She might be an asshole of a human being. But she's a fucking worker. And she's a goddamn good one at that. If I was running a business, I would want this motherfucker on my team. Just because, you know, you want people to actually go and fucking work hard and do their jobs and not stand around and play with their fucking hair all day or take duck face fucking selfies or whatever it is the kids do now. But I'm bringing this up, dude, because, you know, fuck the election. And I say that because these are the real problems that people are dealing with in America and all over the world, I'm sure. Not that anybody would know that from watching the news, because nobody cares about the working class, dude. We're all jerked off, every one of us. And I know everybody in the working class hates my guts because they think I'm just sitting here accepting a fucking handout, which is not true. It's why I got so many fucking things going on at once, because I'm trying to fucking blow this pop stand, dude. So fuck that shit. I'm not trying to live on food stamps the rest of my life, but this ain't about me right now. I go, dude, listen, I already know if I was the company, this is how I would fuck you over. 100% this is how I would do it. And I don't know if this makes me a bad person or if it just comes down to intelligence. I don't give myself a lot, but I think in some ways I'm smart in this sense. Like I can see the pieces already on the board and nobody's moved nothing yet. If I was the company, this is what I would do. I wait till the next time. Let's say you're 2 minutes late for your fucking shift. Pull you up in the office and we say, hey, listen, I understand you've been an employee for 30 years, whatever it is, but you're late. You've been late multiple times. We've given you warnings, and now you're disregarding store policy. We can't have that. Do you understand? You're a 30-year veteran of this company. And if you do some shit like that and get away with it, that does not look good for everybody else in the company. You need to lead by example. Therefore, sorry to say, but we have to let you go. And that, my friends, is how simply it can happen. That's how simply it can happen. 30 fucking years later. For fucking what? For what? I tell this lady, call fucking whoever you gotta call right now, dude. Get off the phone with me and call whoever you gotta call right now and get that fucking paperwork in order. Because I'm telling you, dude, if you don't do this and they fire you, you are gonna be fucking sick. because you worked 30 years for something that you're not going to get. They've already cut your health benefits in more than half. In more than half. They're not keeping up with the store maintenance. If they don't give a fuck about their customers, man, why would they care about you? They have to pay you. People volunteer to shop at their store. Nobody holds a gun to their head and says, hey, you need to shop in this food store or we're going to kill you. That doesn't happen. People go there because they associate a store for their life. You know, some people choose to go to Stop and Shop because they think that Stop and Shop's great. I personally feel it's very overpriced and everything in there is no good. Is no good to a degree. And I say that because I have my reasons. Look, I'll take you through there. I'll take you through there one day and you can get a good look at the fucking shape of this place. But there's not a whole lot of places that you can shop. But the point is, dude, 30 years and this is the thanks that you get. A fucking working class person never fucking, I mean, she always bitches and complains, dude, but every time they've ever called this motherfucker to do anything, she's right there. Somebody calls out of work 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. Well, I know what we'll do. We'll call the donkey, as Big Potato would say. We'll call the fucking working class zero because she'll come in and she does. And I'm not, look, that's her choice. She could easily, but see, the problem is you can't even say no because if they're calling you, they're not really giving you the option. It's a formality of sorts because they will remember if you don't do it. They'll remember if you don't do it and they'll fuck you on your hours. That's how, these are the office politics of a fucking square job. That's how it happens. That's how it happens. Now, I could be mad. I'm going to be more mad. I'm going to be more mad if this motherfucker doesn't cash out and I got a disability for nothing. For nothing. Because I even told this broad, dude, 5 years from now, Social Security might not exist. There might not be a fucking retirement plan for you to go on. You understand? I don't know where this country is going, no matter who wins the election, but it doesn't matter because it's all going to come down to the same thing. Is fuck the old, fuck the disabled, and everybody else. If you're not rich, you're fucking out, and that's it. That's the way that this country is fucking headed, even though it's pretty much already there now anyway. But I really don't know. What is the point? All this says to me is that every person that is out breaking the law right now, trying to avoid a 9-to-5 job, is doing the right thing. And I don't mean doing the right thing like I'm co-signing their behavior, but I mean, if you're going to get fucked anyway, then why even bother? If this is the reward you get for being a good citizen and going to work every day and doing what you're supposed to do, and you just get fucked in the end, why even bother? Why even bother? Now, I know that's a dark outlook, and a lot of people probably don't feel that way, but that's a reality, dude. Is this is what you get for being a fucking square. This is what you get for giving 30 years of your fucking life to a fucking corporation that run by mindless zombies, dude. Because that's what this is. People wonder, when's the zombie apocalypse happening? It's already happening. What do you mean? Go into any office anywhere and you will see it. It's already happening. These people might as well have parasites on top of their fucking head just sucking out their goddamn brains because they have no regard for human life, these people, dude. Oh, cool, man. You know, I'm glad that you think that we're a community in here and we're a family. That's my favorite thing too. From the I almost just gave it up. I almost just gave up the gold right there. Almost. Still. We're a family. Do you know that they all do that? Oh, happy holidays from the family at blah, blah, blah. They all do that. Really? Family? Really? Family? We're family, huh? This is how family does it? This is how family does it, you fucking pieces of shit? And this is bad because it's not even just about her, dude. This is about everybody like her. This is about everybody like her who is afraid. She's afraid. She's afraid. And she should be. She should be scared. If you've done the same thing for 30 years, it's hard to change. It's difficult. Now you're telling me I have to give, I've worked in this place pretty much my whole adult life. And now you're telling me I'm 50 something years old and you want me to hang my jersey up and then go, like, you know what I mean? I'm not, what is that? What even is that? I don't know what she's going to do. I told her seriously, do yourself the favor, put in your paperwork, get your pension, and go work at the dollar store somewhere a couple hours a week, dude. Keep yourself busy. Because really, that's what this is about. That's really what this is about. I don't wanna be home all day. I don't know what to do with my time. Like, you don't have to be home all day. You could do other shit. I know it's fucking scary to not know what you're gonna do. To not know what is gonna happen. But we already know what's gonna happen. If she doesn't do this, they're gonna fuck her over and they're gonna smile in her face while they do it. And all of this is for nothing. All the pain, all the everything is for nothing, dude. For fucking what? For fucking what? Why? Is this really necessary? Is it really necessary, dude? I mean, really. Did you have to do that? Did you really have to? No, you didn't. But you think, you know what? I really do hope this. I sincerely do. First, I want everybody who's eligible to do so to do it first. I want everybody that is eligible to fucking cash out in retirement, a 401k, a pension, whatever it is, cash it out. And then once they're all gone, I hope the fucking place goes bankrupt and they can't keep doors open. I really do. I should fucking pray every night that happens, because maybe it might. Not that it would, it's a terrible thing to say. It's a terrible thing to say, but I sincerely hope that the fucking place tanks. I really do. Because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't fucking deserve it. This is what you do to your fucking loyal workers, dude, who fucking give up everything. They give up everything because you don't know no better, right? This is why George Carlin hits me on such a level, man. When he says things like, people just getting beat over the head with that red, white, and blue dick all day, and you go to those fucking jobs, those needless and dead-end fucking jobs. For what? The working class is there. No. The homeless is there to keep the fucking working class showing up at those dead-end jobs while the rich just sit around and do nothing all fucking day. And good for them. They're rich, as they should do, I suppose. But this is not right. I know we're a long way away from when, it took a village to raise a child. I know we're a long way away from that mentality of thinking, and maybe it never really existed in the first place. But I feel like I live in a different world now, dude. I mean, I'm sure this shit has been happening for years. I watched my grandmother go through this. She worked in a chemical factory for fucking years. 14-hour shifts daily. And one day, she goes into work, and I wish I could remember the name of the goddamn company because they're gone now. They used to make, you ready for this shit? They used to make Oh my god, this is killing me, dude. It's a soap and it starts with a fucking C. I don't know why I wanted to say Carvel. That's an ice cream. Caress? Something like that. Something like that. It's that. They were making Oil of Olay shit, and I think Irish Springs soaps they were making. Now, I don't know the political thing of how did this happen. Here's what I do know. You know, she worked in this company for years. She goes to show up for work one day, and they go, hey, we got some news for you. We got some news for you. Well, I suppose I'll use her maiden name, yeah? You know, we got some news for you, Mrs. Bruno. Turns out Arm & Hammer has bought the company. So we're going to have to downsize. And that means you got to go. Basically, they took all the old people that have worked there for years, people who were coming up on retirement or didn't take their retirement because they wanted to keep themselves busy. And every one of them got fucked down the line, dude. Every one of them. And they send this fucking lady packing. And I mean, I don't know if that's where the breast cancer came from. Could have been. When you work around chemicals most of your life, it's entirely possible. Could have been something else. Who knows? Either way, you know, they send this fucking lady off, and then what? That's it? Arm & Hammer just takes. I mean, to this day, dude, I won't buy an Arm & Hammer product. I won't do it. I refuse to do it. Jen could do it. I'm not gonna protest it. You know what I mean? If that's what she wants to do. I refuse to spend my money on their fucking products because of that reason. I know it doesn't make a difference. Nobody cares. Nobody knows. But it matters to me. It matters to me. And I feel better knowing that I'm not giving these fucks my money because of the way that they... And it's not just them. I'm not just trying to throw Arm & Hammer under the bus. But it's them and it's other people like them who have no regard for the people who have worked in these companies for fucking years. And this is exactly why. This is exactly why you should fucking do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. I mean, obviously be responsible. But if you have some shit that you can go after that you might be able to do, fucking try to do it, dude. Try to be your own boss. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this. Because I've worked the square jobs. And you know what it got me? Fucking crippled. That's where it got me. Obviously I was born like this. Like on some Lady Gaga shit. I was born this way. You know what I mean? I can't control it. It's not something I decided to do in my life. But it's what I have. Right? But I've worked the square jobs, and all the square jobs did was give me pain and agita. That's it. That's all it did. That's all it ever did for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that I started out pushing carts, dude. And you know what else? I'm glad that... Here's how fucked up life is, dude. When I was fucking 15, I started working for a store called Grand Union. It's long gone now. Nobody's probably ever heard of it. It used to be in is that I don't know where, let's say Bricktown. I think it was in Bricktown. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But it was a place, it was a food store, it was a regular food store, right? Now I was working there, and I'll tie this in somehow because I can only talk so much about the pension situation because I don't have a pension. I haven't worked a square job for 30 years. So there's only so much I could talk about as far as that is concerned. But I mean, I really think in the future that I should try to get some retirees on and like really have some fucking real conversation on this goddamn channel. You know, for anybody that is interested in, you know, we're trying to make a fucking difference here. If I had the power to fucking do it, why not? You know, maybe if I can help give a voice to some people, maybe we can change some shit. I doubt it. But you never know. You never know. Who knows where this thing is gonna end up? Might be nowhere, maybe somewhere. I hope somewhere. But you know, I work at this job, this Grand Union job, and I'm pushing carts, dude. And I got my pride about me, right? Obviously, I'm not happy about it, but I know you gotta go out and make money. Don't get it fucked up. I've worked my whole life. Before I was able to work a real square job, signing W-2, the whole thing, I was out mowing lawns and shit, bro, hustling. You understand? Around the neighborhood, shoveling fucking driveways, mowing grass, doing the old school shit that we did back in the day. We weren't TikToking, bro. We were out in the street trying to make money to spend it on girls and fucking drugs, of course. Why else would you want it? And I don't mean like heavy drugs, dude. I mean like a couple of cigars and a little bit of weed. I mean that's drugs to me. You know, but everybody's life story is different, whatever, you know. Maybe you wanted a remote control car, right? Maybe you weren't running the streets like a hoodlum, you know, trying to get yourself in trouble, smoking fucking cigars and shit, dude. Maybe that was my life. Maybe that wasn't your life. I regret it. I really do. That's one thing that I would take back if I could. I would go back and I would take away all the cigars and cigarettes and all the bullshit that I did to my fucking lungs, dude. But I can't. It's over. I made bad choices. Is what it is. But anyway, I work this job and I bring this job up for a reason. Because I have my pride about me. And I'm pushing carts. I remember this. I don't remember a lot in my life, dude. But there are key moments that stick out to me. And this is one of them. Because I believe that this was a changing moment. Is when I realized that, I mean, now I realize, even then, I felt it. Well, let me get to it. I'm pushing the carts around outside. And I go into the store for whatever. The dude calls me into the fucking store, my manager, whatever. Tall guy. I remember still what he looked like. He's probably 6 foot, brown hair down to like his shoulders, kind of hippie looking, a little bit hippie-ish. He had the long beard that came down to his pecs and shit. Like he looked like a scruffy, hippie, older dude. So, you know, dude calls me in for fucking pushing carts around, and he says, "Hey man, I need you to go back there and, you know, scrub them toilets." I said, "That's what you think." He said, "I'm sorry, did I make a fucking joke? Is something funny?" I go, "Yeah, that's hilarious. You think I'm scrubbing toilets for you." He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was volunteer work. I gave you a fucking order." I said, "My man, nowhere in my job title does it say I gotta scrub toilets, guy. My job title says carts. That's what the fuck I do." The guy says, "Dude, that's part of your fucking job, stupid. You're supposed to..." Well, he didn't say stupid. He said, "Listen, asshole, that's part of your fucking job. You push carts, you come in here and you fucking bag groceries if they need to be fucking bagged, and you clean the goddamn toilets. That's what you fucking do." Now, I mean, I don't remember if he did it through his teeth like that, but he was very upset with me. And rightfully so, which I'll get to in a second. The man said to me, "Do you think you're better than me?" Like, but where do you get that idea? And he goes, "Well, that's what you're telling me. You're telling me that you, 16, 15-year-old you, is better than me." How is that? "Well, so I can go and clean the toilets, but you can't. You can't do it because you're better." I forgot. We're in the midst of royalty here. I forgot. You know, the king of cards doesn't want to fucking clean toilets. He didn't say that. It would have been great if he did, but he didn't. I added that, the last part. He didn't call me the king of cards. But he said, "So you think I want to be here at 50-something years old, scrubbing out fucking toilets from other people and taking shit from a fucking 15-year-old kid who thinks he's hot shit because he don't know how the world works yet?" He goes, "Let me tell you something, buddy. You think you got this shit all figured out. You don't know fucking nothing. You don't know nothing. Get the fuck out. He's like, you're done for the day. Go to fuck home. Guess what? I don't got a ride home until like 6 o'clock. And it's like fucking 2 in the afternoon. So I was like, dude, I can't go home. I got no way back there. He goes, oh, you mistake me for somebody who gives a fuck. Something along those lines, he said. You know what I did? I fucking walked from Grand Union all the way back to fucking Ocean Gate. That's what I did. Which reminds me, actually, don't lie to the people. I walked from Grand Union down all the way through fucking Beechwood or Pine Beach, whichever one is closer to Ocean Gate. And then a kid named Danny Alexander, who's dead now. You know, I don't know if he was religious or whatever, but, you know, he was a good guy. He's a good guy. And I bring him up for a reason, which, you know, that just reminded me of this. I was walking through fucking Beechwood, Pine Beach, whatever, and a fucking car beeps at me. Nice ride. You know, the fucking kid rolls his window down, and it's this dude. Now, to give you a little bit of backstory on this kid, we were not friends. As a matter of fact, you know, there was a long run in school where this dude would fuck with me just because. It wasn't done out of hate. He was a ball breaker, dude, and he was a really tough kid. Like, would fight every day. The kid was an animal, and he was ripped, bro. Like, this dude. You seen Money Mayweather, bro? Imagine a short Puerto Rican version of Mayweather, and that was this kid. He was like that size. The kid was a monster. He's a monster, dude. But he would make fun of me all the time, right? But he always did it like he would say some terrible shit to me and he'd go, I'm just fucking with you, right? And I mean, there were some days, dude, where I wasn't having it, man. I just was not in the fucking mood. Like, dude, not today. You know, not today. And then for some reason, I don't know why. I wish I could remember. But he comes up to me in gym class and he says, like, dude, you know, I fuck with you a lot, but he's like, you really got some shit going on, basically. So he's asking me about it. So I tell him, I break the whole deal down to him, and, you know, he leaves. The next day he comes back into school and he said, dude, I'm getting the chills when I say this, man. But he looks at me and he goes, dude, I didn't know. I thought that, you know, I didn't think it was that serious. It was like, you know, I didn't mean to, you know, fuck with you all this time. I honestly thought you were making it worse than what it was, right? He said, basically, he goes, you know, anybody fucks with you after today, anybody fucks with you, you tell me and they deal with me. Which, I mean, dude, I don't have to tell you. I'm a fucking loser guy, man. So for somebody that was at the level of this dude who didn't give a fuck for anybody or anything, like, that was a really cool thing for him to fucking do. He didn't have to do that. He could have did whatever he wanted, but he didn't. Which means that besides all the bullshit that he did before then, in that moment, to me anyway, you could call me whatever you want, but to me that made it right for me, because he admitted that, you know, shit was fucked up, and it takes a certain level of fucking balls to do that, in my opinion, especially at that age, dude. You know, people they're not very open-minded. But anyway, the kid actually fucking pulls off to the side of the fucking road and tries to pick me up, and I don't want to get at his car. And he's like, motherfucker, come on. Like, what do you think I'm going to really do to you, dude? You think I'm going to rape you or something? Like, whatever you fucking said. I don't know. But anyway, he winds up bringing me back to the town where I live in, dude. It just drops me off, and he just never says like a word about it. Ever don't want nothing, don't expect nothing. So, you know, I would have walked all the way home if not for that kid. I'm pretty sure, I hope he's dead now. Not like I hope he died. I'm pretty sure that he passed away because I just said his fucking name. I mean, I don't know how many of them that there are, but I'm pretty sure that dude is long dead. So, you know, that made me think about him. You know, he's a good dude, man. You know, I got sidetracked for a moment there. I don't know why. You know what? Fuck that. That's an important part of the story that I forgot and then I remembered. But anyway, I wind up going home and, you know, I go back in a later time, whatever, another day. And I wasn't working there for much longer after that. And it was weird, dude, because I was doing it for a while and then I don't know how long in between when I went back to working for them to when my grandmother got really sick, but it was at some point in between then because I was working at this place when she passed away. Because my grandfather came into the fucking store and I knew I was fucked. First of all, when I seen the guy, because he lives 2 hours away and my family up north is like the fucking hitman squad, dude. When you see those motherfuckers coming, somebody's dead. It's time to break the suit out because they don't come down to visit very often for many other reasons unless somebody's dead or somebody's getting married. That's pretty much it. But when he walked through the fucking door, dude, when he starts talking to the manager guy, he took his hat off. I knew that was it right there. That's when the hat comes off, that means somebody's dead, dude. That's real shit. That's legitimate. But that's also very old school. I don't think people do that anymore. You know, but I tell you all of that because as irony would have it, as life tends to do you know what happens? I go from working that job to be like, fuck you, I'm not cleaning toilets. Now, fast forward however many years later, I happen to be working for a company called Nexus, which is a cleaning company. I used to clean out the state building. I cleaned out the state building, which housed DYFS, Section 8, the New Jersey State Troopers, fucking... I almost said the DEA, the EPA, and I think I said DYFS already. That was my build. I was cleaning that motherfucker out, and of course, part of the job description is cleaning fucking toilets. So I don't know where that dude is. He's probably long dead as well, but he got his revenge because eventually I did fucking have to clean toilets, dude. Nobody's above it. You think you're above flipping a burger or cleaning a fucking toilet, and you will find out that you're not. You're not. One way or another, you will fucking wind up doing it. You know, you have to... Not everything is about pride, bro. Sometimes you have to make a fucking paycheck and work, and people are fucking gross. But you gotta do it. I mean... I'm so far away from the fucking original point, but it's that, you know, everybody has their deals, dude, but, you know, I would like to imagine that there was a fucking time, probably not very long and not very often, but there was a time when you worked for a company, they valued you, you know, because, I mean, sure, you can hire anybody, but a good fucking worker is not easy to come across. I should fucking know I'm one of them. And I don't say that to pat myself on the fucking back and be like, oh, what a great fucking job you do. But I put in work, man. But I picked that up from my mother and my grandmother, though, because those motherfuckers, they don't understand what half-assing is. When it comes to work, they don't know what half-assing is. She couldn't raise a child to save her fucking life, but you know, everybody's got limits, I suppose. You know what I mean? Like, so you can't. Not everybody's a winner in every chart box, but you know, people used to fucking value workers, man. They don't anymore. And maybe it's because, you know, you can just be replaced like that now. They don't care. They could hire a college kid I could go try to get a job right now and say because of experience, like if I wanted to work a stock job, let's just say I wanted to work a stock job, and let's pretend that there's not a fucking gap between when I fuck that place, because I have worked there too. Animals in that fucking store. In the Freehold Raceway Mall in New Jersey, fuck the fucking gap. And you know what? I almost said and the graveyard that I would go and have my 2-joint coffee break at, but they had nothing to do with it, so it's not on them. Shout out to fucking Clayton, because I would sit at that dude's or that lady's fucking headstone and, you know, smoke a joint on my break real quick to try to maintain my fucking sanity. Because that's what you have to do when you work fucking retail, dude. You have to maintain your sanity somehow. So, you know, on my big 15-minute break that I had, I would fucking run outside the Raceway Mall, dude, and you could cut right across. I don't even know if it's still there anymore. It probably isn't. But once upon a time, there was a fucking graveyard that was not very far away from the Raceway Mall, and I would sneak out the employee entrance in the fucking back, dude, and then go across there, smoke my joint, eat my fucking Pop-Tarts, and drink my Sobe real quick, and then, you know, go back into work fucking obliterated. The only way that you could do it. The only way you could do it off of some fucking kinds or whatever you have. But, you know, I'm not sure. What does this mean? I'm not sure what does this mean for all of us. I really do feel bad. I really do feel bad for the people that really do give their lives to these fucking companies. And, you know, maybe some people don't see it that way. They're like, well, you need to make money to live in the world, and you know, that's just what you have to do. Not everybody can, you know, if everybody chased their fucking dreams, the world would stop spinning, which, I mean, I don't know about all that, but, you know, whatever. I know square jobs exist for a reason, but this is outrageous. That this is what it's come down to. I've worked in all different places, dude. Well, I mean, I've worked in mostly retail my whole life. Like, I've worked in the Gap, KB Toy Store, fucking August Max. I don't even think that place is around anymore, which I think was owned by Lane Bryant at one point, which, yes, is a woman's store. What else? The Gap, I worked in there. Nexus, I already mentioned. Outside of the DJ company, because that was an independent venture, or the Magic Company, or the backyard wrestling thing, you know, all that shit, different thing. That's, I mean, just square jobs on the books, W-2, the whole thing. And it also doesn't include whatever money that I was making on the side, you know, cutting lawns, whatever the fuck we were doing, trying to come up with a way to fucking live, dude. But those jobs, they just eat away at you, dude. They really do. The things I've seen. It's terrible. But you want to know something fucked up? Since we're talking about getting fucked over, I mean, I do have a couple of stories, but I mean, nothing spectacular. You know, I probably told this already anyway, but I mentioned to you, I worked at KB Toys for a while, which was the fucking best job I ever had. It was the best job I ever had. It was the most fun that I ever had at a fucking job. Legit. I show up to this place, dude. I put an application in. I worked for fucking $5 and I think 25 cents an hour I was working for. Because back then that was minimum wage. If you could believe it, or I'm sorry, I think $5.50 was the minimum wage back then. I may be making $6. Maybe. I can tell you certainly there's no way I made over $6.25 an hour. No fucking way. No way. And still doing backbreaking work and shit. I applied for this place. I needed some fucking money, man. You know what I mean? You gotta try to make your way in this world. You know, gotta pay for night school, whole fucking deal, right? So, you know, I applied to this place. Dude hires me. I go in there, my first day on this fucking job. I go in the back of the stock room. Thing is packed. Boxes everywhere. Now, for the sake of what all is going on here, the layout of the way that this back room was is they would have tape on the walls, and they would box out a size like this, and would say die cast, Barbies, seasonal, and it would just go across like that. And when they would unload the trucks, they would stick shit in this particular area. Whatever it is, all the die casts, the Hot Wheels, all that stuff, anything like that goes into that pile and then gets separated again later before it goes out onto the sales floor, as they call it, or they used to. I don't know what it's called now. But, you know, my first day in this joint, there's like 10 workers in the back because we were all prepping for some fucking holiday. I don't remember. I know it wasn't Black Friday because that came, or it might have been. I don't know how long I was working at this place before Black Friday, but let's say that's what it was. We're all prepping for that. And the head broad in this joint, who's not really, she's just a worker like the rest of us, but she has, you know, Highlandered her way to the top of this shit, and she runs the stereo in the back, which is like it's like the TV in the fucking prison, dude. You know what I mean? Whoever runs that shit is a bad motherfucker, and you don't want static with that person. So this lady says to me, dude, she goes, "Hey, new guy, do you like Godsmack?" I said, "I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude." And she was like, "Okay, seems like we got a fucking lame over here." And then one of the other guys in the corner was like, "Bro, leave him alone. He just got here. Can you fucking relax on the kid a little bit? You don't even know what he's about. Oh, really? Watch this. What kind of music do you listen to? Rap? See? I told you. Asshole. Well, we don't listen to fucking rap around here, dude. You are gonna listen to Godsmack and you're gonna fucking like it." I mean, as it turns out, it's not terrible. It's not something I listen to every day, but if it comes on, or, you know, if we're in the car, if we're taking a road trip or something, if you throw it in the rotation, the right songs in the rotation, I'm with that. So I'm smiling really because, and she's like, "You know what is it, something fucking funny about what I just said? Huh? What, you think you're just gonna come in here and just start running shit, new guy?" And I'm smiling because I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, these are the type of people you really should work with. and be surrounded by passionate people who fucking care about things. Like Godsmack, for example. You know, but whatever, dude. I'm telling you this because, you know, I worked my way up. I worked my way up in this joint. And I don't mean position wise. I mean, I worked my way up through the ranks of respect of the workers around me because I showed up, I did my fucking job, and I know what I look like. I know what I look like, and I know that I'm behind everybody else. So much like a woman in the police precinct, when I walk into a place, I have to work harder than everyone else because I'm not like everyone else, and I have to prove to everybody that I can fucking carry my weight around here, which is what I fucking did. Wasn't looking for anybody to, like, you know, help me, but that shit wouldn't fly. In the back of a stock room, bro, you might as well be surrounded by killers, dude. That's a murderer's row in retail, man. People in the stock room don't fuck around. I mean, I'm sure it's gone soft since I worked, but there was a time where you didn't go into you didn't apply for a stock unless you were a bad motherfucker. And it just so happens I happen to be a bad motherfucker, so I can do that shit. Really, it's because it's the best job you can have. Why? It's backbreaking work, and you leave every day and you feel like shit. Maybe so. But you don't have to deal with the people in the front. I would much rather move boxes and kill myself all day than be out on the sales floor talk about, oh, you know where I can find this, and how much is that, and how come you don't have this, and leave me alone. Leave me alone. Bring me to where the inanimate objects are. That's where I'm at. Bring me over there. So, you know, I work my way up through the fucking respect and ranking of these fucking people. And I say that because that's a big deal to me. That's a big deal to me. Maybe other people don't care. But god damn it, when I go to a place, dude, I'm gonna make sure that I fucking do what I'm supposed to do. Right? So much so, and then this is corny, but I bring this up also because, I mean, it has nothing to do with pensions at all. Really just workplace shit, because this is all I know. This is before I got canned, which I'm going to get to, which is the whole reason why I bring this up anyway. But, you know, I work in this place, dude, and winter is here. It's a fucking nightmare outside. For anybody that doesn't live in Jersey or on the East Coast, maybe you live somewhere where it's fucking cold outside, winters are fucking brutal out here, dude. And this one wasn't doing anybody any fucking favors. Like, it was so bad that when the trucks showed up, they actually had to pull, they had to leave a gap like this big away from the building, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but when there's a platform that the trucks are supposed to back into so that you can pull the boxes off of the back of the truck and directly into the building. Except because there's like 20 pounds of ice and frozen slush all over the fucking street, that truck can't back up, or it could wind up taking out a piece of the fucking building. So now, what are we gonna do? Those boxes have to come off the truck some fucking how, and everybody is arguing with each other about who's gonna fucking do it. I'm sitting and I'm listening to this shit, and people are like, well, I fucking did it last, whatever. But while these assholes are arguing with each other, I'm like, you know what? Oh, fuck this shit. While these two jerk-offs are arguing, I'll go and fucking do it myself. So I go down there, I start unloading the fucking truck myself, right? And now, you know, they see this shit, whatever, so now they finally start to fucking help. And we undo it, And, you know, whatever's got to get done gets done. The fucking truck gets emptied. All the boxes are in the building. Everybody fucking wins. Here's the point. I know this is real corny shit, dude, but I mean, I think especially if you work in a fucking working class situation like this, I think this is a big deal. But I feel stupid even saying this, but fuck you. I don't care. It means something to me, so I don't care if it's corny or not. What they wound up doing was this fucking psycho that ran the radio and a couple of other people, I guess from me just showing up, doing what I'm supposed to do, and minding my fucking business, right? Like, didn't complain about shit. I showed up, I did my fucking job, and I left. I went home, whatever. I mean, I made acquaintances. There was a dude that we would hang. I'll get to that. I will get to that part. But the long story of this is they actually wound up printing some shit out about being a fucking good employee or whatever, right? Like my team that I worked with actually wound up doing this shit and printed it out to me and fucking handed it to me basically like, dude, I know this not official. Like, it was her and the manager were like, dude, look, this not official, but everybody that has worked back here has seen you busting your ass. You mind your business. You don't say fucking shit. It doesn't matter what we try to throw at you. You know, you can fucking hang. So from us to you, basically, we want you to know that we appreciate and we've seen what it is that you're doing. Right now, I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't mean anything to anybody else, but to me, that's like that's a big deal because I've earned the respect of the people that I work with, and that's another thing that doesn't happen anymore. People don't care. There is no, like, even though we're all working for a fucking corporation and they're all getting the money, dude, we could at least try to coexist together and make our lives all easier while we have to be here together. But those days are long gone too. I mean, unless they probably still exist. It's just in the deep, dark crevices of the fucking workforce, in the places where you probably wouldn't expect it to be, probably where it's at. But unfortunately, it wasn't very long after that. I think the next week or two after that, I called the job to get my schedule, and a lady picks up the phone I never heard before. She picks up the phone and she goes, like, who are you? And I'm like, well, I've been, working for like 6 months, whatever, under whatever his name is. I don't remember now. And she's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I know who you are now. Yeah, that dude's fired. That dude got fired. He was only here temporarily while I was out on maternity leave. And guess what, bitches? I'm back. So he's gone, which means every decision that he made while he was here doesn't matter. And that includes new hires. Time for you to look for a job. Bang. End of that situation. That's how it happened. That quickly. You fucking, but like, I know these people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As far as this lady's concerned, she's like, he never had the power to hire anybody in the first place. He should not have done that. He should have consulted me first. Office politics, whatever. But there was a dude that I would hang with when I was working with him. And we actually wound up setting our schedule so that we could work together. We hit up the manager and was like, dude, can I work with this fucking kid? Because like me and him can empty a truck out in like 2 hours. And this dude was a savage too. So it was the two of us on 3 trucks, bro, and we fucking handled that shit. But every time we had 15. Had a 15, we go out to his car because you got to switch the game up. And he's like, dude, I got some kind buds, bro. I don't know if you've ever heard of this shit. And I don't even know if it's real. I don't know if it's real, but You know, it was.
Melly showed me his mask, you know, the one I did with the Walmart fucking pings. He watched it a couple times, and it's shitty. That paint.
What,
I don't know how many times he washed it.
the puffy paint?
No. I didn't do a mask with puffy paint on him.
Or what,
that Walmart fucking brand, you know, that kind of looks like these.
Oh yeah, the one that fucked up that sweater back there.
Yeah, you know, fucking.
So why don't you try the Jamiroquai ones or whatever they're fucking called?
Yeah.
The ones I got off of Joann's Amazon.
Well, he does want me to do. He wanted to know, do you have, you know, from the shirts that you bought so I could paint on, you know, the long sleeves. Do you have any of those shirts left? You know, I know he's looking for a red one because he wants me.
I know I don't have
the same color scheme that I used with the fucking It, but it's just red, white, and black.
I mean, the only other one I have is an orange one, but that's the one
because he wants it. You know, he wants it red, white, and black. You know, like It, but he wants his MC mallet on the shirt. But he's like on a long sleeve because it's getting cold out here.
Well, I don't even know. Oh man, a red one might be hard to find. I don't think I've ever seen red. I know black.
Because he has a button. He has a 3-button, you know, one.
Like a polo shirt. Fuck yeah, I got a long sleeve orange, but definitely not red. I should have a red tee. Wait a minute, I should have a fucking red long sleeve.
Or
I don't
even
know.
The black is a long sleeve, I would think, you know, because.
Well, the black one has that black chick on it already.
No, the shirts that you bought, you know, in a packet, you know, you bought a couple.
Those
shirts.
were short sleeves, not long sleeves that we bought from the store. But the long sleeve ones, I'll check the closet. I should have.
Well,
I should have.
Still try to find, you know, keys around the house.
I'll look for it when I'm done with this. 'Cause I gotta go through my shit anyway. Because I have a whole bunch of stuff that I've never worn and I'm never gonna wear.
I know shirts that got you, you know, like mad years ago.
Yeah.
You know,
That
like
just-
a button, plaid one.
Ugh.
You know, you liked it at the time, and you know, now you don't. You know, but that's like normal for you. You know?
Yeah.
You like something back then, and you're like, nope, don't like the texture.
Yeah, but I don't like how it feels.
You're autistic.
Yeah, but obviously, I have something. I got something going on. I mean, I'll look. I mean, I'll have to go to the fucking closet. Dude, when I tell you I got all kinds of shit I've never worn, I'm never gonna wear. I've given away most of it. As a matter of fact, I mean,
spend thousands of dollars and give, you know, most of it away.
Majority of it's in the fucking donation box already.
Yeah, no.
But I would rather give it to a fucking donation box and know that it's gonna end up at a fucking church somewhere instead of just throwing it away.
Well, you know, most of them actually the church sell to the thrift stores. And then, you know, like the high quality shit.
They keep for themselves.
Well, no, if they don't want the high quality ones, they go to a thrift store and they go, all right, how much can I get for this? You know, like it's their own clothes.
And here I am.
Then if they don't take it, then they just put it in their store. Not in their store. In the churches.
Now here I am thinking I'm doing a good thing by
I only
fucking.
found that out the last time I got you, you know, a fucking winter jacket, you know, that we gave to Darren because, you know, the nursing facility kept on stealing his clothes.
And that's another thing too, dude, is bro, you know how many people if there's one thing that fucking burns my pubes more than anything in the world.
Pubes? You don't have any pubes.
Yeah, not right now. I just shaved that shit last night, motherfucker.
Why,
You
you
can
got
believe
crabs?
that. No. It's so it's nice and clean when you're sucking it. What?
Nope.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wash this. I know what that means. Yeah, you go and try to get some later on.
No. I think I gotta wait a week.
Motherfucker, you were trying to get some last night. What are you talking about?
Did it work?
No.
All right then.
Because you were getting frustrated.
But I don't know. She makes up stories. Who knows what she's talking about?
You get frustrated when you're sleeping, and I won't let you touch a box.
And we all have to try to aspire to be something, right? To touch something, do something, I guess. I don't know. I can't control what I do when I'm fucking not conscious, man.
I know, that's why I don't get mad at you.
I'm a fucking creep, apparently. Me too, and motherfuckers.
When you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And you're me tooing yourself.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently. Thanks for that. Let's just tell everybody about it.
Yeah, you just go.
Ridiculous.
Just like sleep sniffing your fingers.
Dude.
No, I'm joking.
All right. Like, no, but people are going to think that's true. No. People are going to think that's true. I don't do that shit.
He doesn't do any of that shit. Except he does me too himself.
Yeah. And her too, apparently.
Sometimes.
Dude, trying to fucking get some action, I guess, in my subconscious.
Yeah, only when his baby make it time.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
No, you can get really frisky.
And put no fucking baby in you. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Let me just cut my throat now and cut out the middleman or woman, whatever it would be. Because that's what would happen. Fucking, or I wind up killing you. I can't take this shit anymore.
Like, I can't get you fucking ice cream, pickles, and hot jalapenos.
Yeah, morning sickness. Fuck all that, dude. That's not for my life.
Yo,
fuck that shit.
If that wasn't like one of the fucking side effects of being pregnant, I think it would be.
Dad, every 5 minutes she would go, touch it, touch it, touch it. You can feel it moving.
No, that's another thing I don't like.
That shit's gross.
Feeling like an alien.
Yeah, fuck that. No thanks.
Yeah, fucking little arm just lit. Or like how my mom, was when she was pregnant with Spencer,
That's what I'm talking about. You saw his fucking foot come out of her stomach, dude.
Yeah, no, it was like, ugh.
Bro, you seen his toes, dude. His toes.
Oh, it's so fucking gross.
That was the nastiest alien shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. And she wants to go, it's beautiful. It's a human life. That's a parasite. That's what that is. That's a parasite.
For, what, like 7 to
I've seen
9
movies.
months.
I've seen movies. That's how parasites do.
But parasites feed off of their host, and that's what babies do.
Yeah,
they
Chad Daniels has a really good joke about that. Being like, kids what?
And when they pop out of out of the women, they're still parasites because, you gotta fucking attend to them. You gotta fucking, make sure, because parasites, you're not worried about if you're keeping the parasite.
Well, you don't go to jail if the parasite that just came out of you happens to drown in the tub because you weren't paying attention. Because you were fucking texting on your phone.
Why would you leave a newborn in the tub?
I'm just saying, people do it. People do it every day. I'm sure it happens.
Somebody having a newborn in their arms doing laundry.
There's Pop-Tart directions.
I know.
Okay? There are dumb people in the fucking world. Some people don't know that you can't leave a fucking child unattended in a tub.
Or in a car.
Yeah. People are fucking
by themselves.
Yeah, people are stupid. There are some people that are really that dumb that they don't know.
Yeah, I know. Like the one lady that had her kids watching her newborn and they cooked it.
That's what you get. You deserve it.
Well, the baby don't deserve it.
No, the baby don't. I'm saying the parent, that's what you get now. Yeah. That's what you get for being a fucking idiot.
Or you get a demon child like Spence.
Ugh. That child better get his shit together, dude. If you're watching this, you better, first of all, turn this shit off. But after this, turn this off. What the fuck are you doing? And secondly, get it together. Get it together, dude, because I'm telling you, when your mom kicks the bucket, that don't mean we're fucking taking her place. Get your fucking life together.
Mama,
It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm telling you now, dude, it ain't happening. I am not giving up the next 20 years of my life. I already did it. It's over.
Remember, she wants us to, take care of Robert.
You're like, come on. And no. I'll help. I will help. I will not give up the rest of my life picking up after you, dude. It's not going to happen. So get your fucking life together now while you still can. I promise you. And plus, you don't want that. It sounds like a good idea on paper, but believe me when I tell you, it'll be like boot camp in this motherfucker. You don't want that in your life.
If my mom does ever pass and we get stuck with Spencer,
yeah, but he better pray we don't get stuck with him. I'm telling you, I'm not doing this shit.
I know he doesn't act the same way that he acts with my mom.
That's because he knows he can't get away with it, and nobody will be here to save you. Nobody be here to save you, dude. You don't do it to yourself. You don't want to do it. I don't want to have to be the bad guy, but I fucking will, because I don't know
if it's because he doesn't do it with us.
We're not. Wait. Why are we talking? Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Why are we talking about
I have no clue.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You fuck you.
You fuck you.
You fuck you. Why are we talking about this? Like already trying to brainwash me into doing it. That's what this is. Her mom just sent her in here.
No.
So you gotta get that brainwash going on. Yeah. Well, DJ. Well, I gotta finish this first, and then I will go look for his fucking shirt that he's never gonna pay for. But I will look for it.
Oh yeah. He was like, after I told him, I was like, Kevin's doing a podcast, so we have to wait until he's done to see if he has any of the shirts.
Yeah.
And you would have to give a deposit. He's like, man, I should have. I should have got fucking gummies, or fucking suckers, with that money. Like, it's just only $2 and you got fucking 3 pieces of fucking full
And
artwork.
I gave that cocksucker 2 gummies last night for free. Fuck's he talking about?
He was talking about, that he thinks that he can go to the Dollar Tree and buy a fucking a big Halloween bag of fucking candy.
Let him go try it. Let him go try it. Let him
so
go
he
try
was
it.
checking his card. He was like, what can I get for 80-something cents?
Nothing.
If you got money on your other card, fucking you can just split that shit.
This is what happens when we're not even trying to sell anything in this neighborhood, but this fucking kid, he just wants shit, and he wants it for fucking free. It's not gonna happen. The CBD costs money. What?
And he doesn't realize, how yesterday he came in like 5 minutes thinking that, fucking 3 pieces of artwork is just gonna be, fucking done in 5 minutes. Like, no, I don't even think anybody can draw that fucking quick with, coloring, fucking outline and everything like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Jesus Christ. All right. So this dude seems to think that, I don't know if he's under the illusion that I get everything for free. I pay for the fucking CBD that I take every day. I spent $120 on the fucking CBD that's in this house right now. Not on the gummies. That was from a different company that I unfollowed on Instagram, by the way, for anybody that's keeping score. Not that you really care, but do me a favor, will you? Enough with the models. I've never seen one person actually take your CBD products. Not fucking one. Not one person. Every one of the people on your Instagram page are fucking phony models who would never touch anything that you make. Not that they should. But the only reason why I even got those goddamn gummies in the first place is because they were running a fucking promotion that said if you spend $10, we'll send you out a bottle of gummies for fucking free. So that's what I did. I spent $10 on 3 lollipops, and they sent out a bottle of a 45 count of CBD gummies.
And the lady that had that gummy thing wouldn't leave us alone until we fucking bought from her.
But that's because she gets a commission. Unlike me, I don't get nothing for recommending people to the fucking these companies. I just use things that work for me and I share with you so that if you might benefit from it, you know where to get the real shit.
Because like the fucking the lemon heads, you know, was triggering your and my bipolar.
Yeah.
And then, you know, with these gummy rings, you know, fucking makes us throw up.
Yeah, fuck those things, dude. I'm not
You
touching
know,
that shit.
And it's just like, there's no fucking like warning, like you're about to. It's just your stomach feels alright, and then you're just, you know, you fucking getting hot for no reason, and then you get cold, and then you're like, oh shit. And then you have to try to make it to the bathroom.
It's dude, you gotta be really careful when
Like
you
fucking were just peeing and you fucking got sick.
Yeah, I know. I've thrown up more in the last 2 months than I have in the last 5 years.
With these gummies.
That's for real. It's not just
And
them.
trying to figure out, you know, if it was the chicken or, you know, we thought we had the corona for a while or the flu. You know, because we're like, what the fuck? He's like, are you getting sick too? And I'm like, yeah. And fucking like, oh shit, we gotta quarantine ourselves. We stopped eating the gummies. We fucking felt better. You know,
It's the gummies and it's the other thing too. But I mean, I'm look.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
This fucking kid seems to think that I get all this shit for free, or he thinks I'm stupid enough to just let him continue to take advantage of me because he's got a handicap. Well, spoiler alert, I do too. So what do you want to do? I know you're not fucking dumb. I know you know what you're doing. He gives this girl, Malik's got $2 in his fucking hand yesterday. And he's like, oh, I want to go and get Halloween decorations. And Jen's like, dude, what do you think you're going to get for $2? And he goes, I want to get big things I can hang up in my house from the dollar store. The whole thing. And Jen's like, dude, there's no way you're going to be able to get all. I mean, he's talking stickers, posters, spider webs, fucking the whole thing. She's like, dude, there's no way you're going to get all that with $2. So why don't you just do this? I will fucking draw you some shit that you can cut out and actually hang up around your fucking house. And you can just throw me the $2, whatever. And now he's talking about, oh, I wish I had that. I could have got more CBD with it. No, you could not have. Those fucking gummies out there are $45 a bottle, dude. I was giving it to this kid for free. And I'm like, dude, now I'm going to have to start charging you $1 a fucking gummy, bro. What do you want to do? Like, just to be like, this shit is not free, dude. I've no problem helping people out, but you're not going to take advantage, dude. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. It's a new day. It's a new day. But now, you know, this kid seems to think that $1 lasts 20 fucking years. You want t-shirts for free. You trying to claim ownership for logos you had no fucking hand in creating. It's insane. It's insane, the delusion that people are under around here. It's fucking mind-blowing. But I give the kid a little bit of a pass because I think some of that, and I'm not trying to be funny or mean, I think some of that really is delusions due to mental illness. I'm not trying to be funny, not trying to joke. I think that he really does sometimes have issues with what's reality and what is made up in his mind. So that's fun to do, to try to figure out somebody else's reality versus what is actually going on. That's always a good time. But either way, I mean, we try to look out for the kid because, you know, who's gonna? Not that it's our job, you know, but if I was him, I would want somebody that knows what the fuck is going on in the world to, you know, have my back, you know? So I try not to get mad at him. I really do. I try not to get mad at him, but on some days it's just very hard. It's very hard not to. Especially if I'm having a bad pain day, dude. It doesn't take a lot to push me over the edge, because I'm looking for a reason to fucking let some of this anger out, because I'm mad that I'm always in pain. Of course, why wouldn't you be? And I know I'm so far away from what you're talking about, but it doesn't matter. When have I ever done anything that I stayed on topic? Never. Which is why this shit ain't gonna grow. And but I did bring up something. And this asshole is going to get me flagged back here listening to Static X. I'm sure YouTube can't wait to fucking copyright claim this video, because somebody's in another room listening to fucking music. Like, what do you want me to do, YouTube? I don't have a studio, man. This is it. I have to deal with Kramer breaking in here every 2 seconds to throw her fucking her craziness into this fucking room. Except she doesn't. It's not the ending performance with Kramer, dude. She doesn't do that. I don't co-sign that kind of behavior. I don't think so. We don't use words like that in this house. No fucking way. No way. As a matter of fact, I'll hang out. I try to be fair to everybody. But as soon as those words start flying around, it's time to leave. I can't associate with people who use that kind of language. And I'm not even saying that like my language is terrible, but I don't use words like that. There's just certain things you don't do. Well, that's not true. I've said things, but I don't think quoting a song and using a derogatory word in a derogatory way is the same thing. I don't think it's the same thing, because I don't look at my black neighbors and think things like that. I try. I know this is like the most cliche thing you could do, but when I see people around here, I don't. Of course, the first thing you notice is the color of their skin. Let's not fucking bullshit each other, okay? For the first 2 years that we lived here, nobody talked to anybody. They looked at us and they saw white devils, and we looked at them and it was like, well, we're all going to die because they're going to kill us. We're being fucking white. Because that's what you do. That's what you do. Right? So, as it turns out, dude, it is what it is. I had a fucking point and I can't remember what it was. Give me a second. That's what it was. I don't look at people and see the color of their skin. I try not to. Of course you're gonna, right? But after that, once you get over the initial thing of where there's a cultural difference, they're black, I'm white, how is this gonna go? Because whether you want to admit it or not, everybody's actions, the shit they say on CNN and on Fox News, that reflects on me. Just like, if some shit happens in their community, it reflects on them in the sense that everybody walking around is an individual representation of their group, whoever they come from, right? When my black neighbors bring up Trump, they literally say, they go, your president, because they automatically assume because I'm white that I support other white people blindly, which is preposterous that anybody would even assume that. Especially, look at me, dude. Does anything that looks like really? Come on, stop it. I'm for everybody, but let's cut the shit. He ain't my president. He ain't your president. He ain't nobody's president. He's the rich people's president. That's whose president this man is. Just like Biden is a rich man's president. Notice it didn't say, Am I? I don't know, dude. I suppose I'm a stereotypical Jerseyan. I guess you're right, right? I'm loud, I'm obnoxious, I'm very rude. I don't hold my tongue often when I should. and I say terrible things about everybody. You know what? I think you're right. I think you're right. Although I'd rather be a stereotypical Jersey than a Guido Jersey. I have Guido friends, or I used to. I don't know how. Well, like I said, I try not to look at people, you know? Like, I had a friend, I swear to God, I'm not making this up, dude. I have a friend who, every time we passed a mirror, it's not an exaggeration. Every time we passed a mirror, he would do this shit, and he would go, and he would kiss his guns, dude. And he would say that. He goes, you know, you gotta, he would always make a reference to his muscles, like, look at the pythons, check out the guns, look out. You know, always do some shit like that, bro. Hardcore, you know, Guido-y, dude. He's a good guy. It's not his fault. That's just, you know, whatever. Everybody makes choices. I suppose in another world, if I wasn't so goddamn broke, I probably would be that too, unfortunately. But I'm glad that I'm not, because those people don't accept me. I mean, I was thinking last night, it's funny. The Italians don't want me because I'm not full-blood Italian. God forbid, you know, incest, always these fucking people. The Irish don't fucking want me, I guess, because my feet aren't dirty enough. Woo! I fuck around with the Irish, dude. I'm half and half, so yes, fuck you too, okay? You know, they don't want me. The fucking whites don't want me. Like, nobody wants me, dude. I'm the OJ of the race thing that Chappelle did. You know, the race election, whatever the fuck it was. You remember that bit where they were like, white people don't want OJ, black people don't want him either. You keep that motherfucker. Like, that's what I am to the Italians and the Irish and the Pinkies, dude. Nobody wants me. And then of course the black community hates me because they think I'm trying to be them. They don't realize that I've just taken a little piece of all the people who have influenced me in my life, and I'm that. Like, dude, I'm sorry that fucking Tupac was such a big influence on me, and that I learned shit from the guy. And, you know, baggy clothes are extremely comfortable. You know, you want to blame Bone Thugs and Harmony because I saw the first of the month fucking video and went, you know, that looks comfortable. How come I can't wear that? I mean, well, I can. Why not? Just because I don't look like that. You know what I mean? Like, I never fucking was like, oh, I'm trying to be. It never once crossed my mind that I want to be a black person. Never. Never wanted to be white either. Sorry to break all of your fucking Aryan Brotherhood hearts. But I mean, you know, if I had it my way, I wouldn't be anything. You know, color me fucking green or purple or something. You know, if you all want to hate me, then why not just make me look different than the rest of you? Because I certainly don't identify with any of you. You know, there's not a single fucking group that I look at of people and go, well, yeah, there's my people. Nobody. But, you know, everybody gets mad at me, dude. What do you want from me? You know, I think I'm the last of that breed of people who were able to do that. You know, I'm sure people still do it, but probably to a lesser degree, right? Like, you can't be influenced by people anymore. That's wrong. That's cultural appropriation. What the fuck does that even mean? Is that this dude taught me a lot of shit, dude. He taught me a lot of things. You know, people say what you want about rap music, dude. Say what you want about rap music, but you know, Tupac could teach you how to respect a lady, man. He really could. I mean, if you really listen to the lyrics, like really listen, and you don't judge everything off of a few choice words and a couple fucking phrases, there really is, you know, I mean, come on. Between DMX and fucking Tupac, who else? I mean, Bone Thugs, obviously, because the DMX and Bone Thugs were definitely, that reached out to the fucking, the Catholic upbringing that I had. Even though I don't know what exactly that they believed in, but just the fact that they believed something. I took that and gravitate to it because I was like, oh, well, they know because they probably were, it might not be the same as me, but we were raised to believe similar things, maybe, right? So you gravitate towards that and you hold on to that a little bit, and then you realize, or at least I realized, that you don't have to take everything literal the way they tell you to do it. Like you can have a belief and not have to, have it the way they want you to. Like I believe in things, I don't know what. Like I really don't know. I don't know what any of this shit means. Here's what I do know. I know it's wrong. In my opinion, maybe you feel different. I know it's wrong to say that you're a part of an organization and is all about caring for other people and doing the right thing, and then you exclude, people who don't look like you. That's not right. I don't know what right is, but I know that's not right. So, I learned from these people that you can have a belief, whatever it is, or even if you just want to believe, to treat people decent, you can have that belief, and you don't have to be married to the idea of the fucking church, dude. You don't have to have that. You can do it. And it's also at the same time, you can make a song and say, you wonder why they call you bitch. And then at the same time, turn around and make another fucking song and be like, I'm trying to think of one. Like, okay, you know what? A fair exchange, for example. I was going to say, I would tell the truth. I was going to say, Can You Get Away? I think that's the name of the song. I don't know. I don't listen to it because I don't like it. It's a radio hit. That's all. I'm not saying the guy didn't have love in his heart when he wrote it. I'm sure that he did. But to me, I hear that song and I think about radio play. That's what it does to me. But, take Fair Exchange, for example. Right? You wonder why they call you bitch. The whole song is about a woman who doesn't respect herself. Plain and fucking simple. You could be mad if you want, but that's what it is. He's telling you don't have to hand the pussy to everybody who's got their hand out. Respect your fucking body because it means something, god damn it. And the second you don't respect your body, why anybody else would? That's what that song is about. But people hear that and they hear the word bitch and Dolores Tucker, whatever, and they pull away their own thing, never even realizing that's not what it is. And then you go over to the Fair Exchange fucking song, where that whole thing, even though the whole song is about sex though, dude, but it was not popular to talk about fucking, not just being, because the most manly shit you could do, let's talk facts, right? I don't know. According to my YouTube analytics, the women have apparently showed up. I don't know where, I don't know what they're watching, but apparently they're in attendance. So any ladies that are watching this, the work with us here with Savages, but we do what we can. It wasn't popular. It wasn't popular to not be a manly. In other words, the order of business should be this. You walk into a room and you say, who's blowing me? And that's the end of the conversation. For a while, it was, all right, cool. We're hanging. You're blowing me. All right, peace out. See you later. That was it. This dude changed, at least in my opinion. I'm sure people would be like, oh, you're wrong. So-and-so did it before him, whatever. This is what reached me. We all have different journeys in life. But this dude did something that was not popular in my opinion and made it. So like, dude, this is not all just about like if you want this shit, except the way that he did it was slick because he turned it and put it on the woman. And the reason why I think he did that, if I get psychological for a second, is that by flipping it and making it to seem like it's the woman's perspective, being like, well, if you want me to go down on you, motherfucker, it works both ways. I think that may have made it easier for the men, the manly men, to accept that a fair exchange could happen. That, you know, it's okay. It doesn't make you less of a man, despite what the mafia will tell you and Junior Soprano will tell you. That, you know, it doesn't make you less of a man. I have guy friends. I swear. I have guy friends to this day will not eat pussy. They will not do it. You know why they won't do it? Because they see it as the woman is dominating them. That's how they see it, because I would imagine some people think that's the weakest thing you could do, because that shows you're at your weakest point. You're basically submitting to her, is how they see it. But my response to that would be, okay, and when she's sucking your dick, what does that mean for her? Is it not the same way around? And I'm by no means progressive by any stretch, or at least overly progressive anyway. But I mean, really, it works both ways, assholes. So, you know, but that shit was there. I don't even remember why I brought this up, dude. Baggy clothes and influence from music. Like, you know, that's it, because then there was also Biggie. On the other side of the coin, there was also Biggie, the Players Anthem. And, you know, I'm gonna be the fucking man. All these women want me because I'm the shit. But at the same time, they don't. But see, people don't even realize even Biggie was putting you up on shit, dude. What the man say? Look at me being fat as fuck with a crooked eye, and these girls are breaking their neck to come after me. Why you think that is? Because I'm paid. That's why. That's another side of the fucking coin, dude. You don't have to be good looking, bro. You got money and you'll be all right. But that's also another part of the game that I think that the game of life, I mean, that's what you have to learn. That's what it is. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. Who knows? But, you know, I think I brought all this up. I was talking about my neighbors. That's why. Here's what I do. And I don't know how you operate in your life. Here's what I do. When I initially meet somebody, like actually, I don't mean being in their general vicinity. I mean, for us to have met, there has to be a handshake, a conversation, something has to take place, right? Once that happens, that's when whatever you are, whatever your background is, you know, black, white, Catholic, Christian, Jewish, doesn't matter. Whatever your background is falls away, because in my world, now I can basically judge you on your actions instead of what you look like, which is what most people do. And I think it's unfortunate that I think we've lost that. What I mean is, I think everybody has forgotten that before we know each other, all we really have to judge one another on is the way that we look. So unfortunately, it goes back to we all are individual representations of whatever group we represent, right? Like people look at, I'm a representation of disabled America / white motherfuckers / you know, Italian, Irish, whatever. I'm representative of all those people. None of them are happy about it. But, you know, it's once you get to know me a little bit, and even if you don't like me, even based off our first conversation together, you should then be able to judge me off the type of person that I am instead of what it is that I look like, which is what I try to do. Because I don't like to, you can't, it's easy to make a snap judgment on anybody. And you know, I think about this all the time, because sometimes I will look at some of the people that live around here, and I will look at them and then think to myself sometimes, like, you know, it's fucked up how somebody could look at this person right now and they immediately would associate this person in this very moment in a very stereotypical way. And that's unfortunate, because they will never, because of that reason, they will never have the conversation with that person. That's what it fucking is, dude. But I mean, this thing is not about race. Although last week I did bring up race. I'm surprised that shit didn't get me in trouble. But I mean, not that it should have. I was very honest. I think I think if more people were like, I've found it, like, you would be surprised. I shouldn't say you. I am surprised. I am surprised that there are people that live around here who happen to be black that have never had any type of relationship with a white person. Intimately, I mean. I don't know why. Again, it's my ignorance. I don't know why. I assumed that was mostly like a white thing or a man thing, if we're going to be honest with each other. Because the way I see it is a woman has fucking free range. She can land whoever the fuck she wants. In my world, it's hard to picture a woman being like, oh, well, I can't approach that guy because, there's no way he would like me. Even though they do think that shit, obviously, we all do. It just would never cross my mind that they would have an issue like that. That seems to be only like a guy thing, but that's my ignorance. But I am surprised that there are people around here that have never had a relationship with a white person. So it's not just me. It's people in every group, which makes me feel better in the sense, like, okay, so I wasn't the only fucking one that was afraid, right? I wasn't the only one that was scared. Other people were scared too in their own ways and in life and shit. So, it's not just me. Fuck, dude. I hate this goddamn band. I hate this band and I hate this fucking song. Blah! That's all this dude does, bro. I hate him. He's the bane of my existence, bro. This guy and that fucking Buck Cherry asshole. I hate both of those motherfuckers, dude. Can't stand them. Listen. That's not cool, dude. You sound like you got your dick in a vice grip, bro. Why don't you calm the fuck down? Whatever. Why don't you leave music alone that you don't like? It has nothing to do with you. Well, I'm being subjected to it right now, so excuse me, I'm a little upset about it. But, whatever. The guy's got more fucking money than I'll ever have. Obviously, it appeals to somebody. Not me. And a lot of other people, I'm sure. Man, we are a long way from Kansas, Dorothy. But look, all this shit comes down to the same thing. All this shit comes down to the same thing. We're all fucked. I wish I had answers, dude. The sad part is that you probably wouldn't want them if I did have them. You probably wouldn't want them if I did have them. Do you know why? Because there is no simple solution for this. And I'll tell you why that is. There's no simple solution to this because a simple solution, would be fucking simple. And that just can't work. It needs to be big and complicated and expensive so that people will be under the illusion that we will never fix it. That's what it comes down to. I'm sure there's a very simple solution to this whole thing. And maybe it costs some money. But I find it very hard to believe that we can't turn this fucking thing around. I really do. I find it difficult. Because, I mean, come on. You could do it. Easily you could do it. Bro, if every, like, dude, even if you took, I don't, everything that I say, is gonna have somebody somewhere with a fucking, a thing and a pitchfork, dude, whatever this is, a torch, and, a torch and a pitchfork, no matter what I say. So, I mean, I did hear some shit that fucking disgusts me this morning, but that's all political bullshit. Basically the states that have gotten bailed out for coronavirus are using their fucking funding for everything other than the goddamn coronavirus. Hello? Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Well, I'm alright. Well, what are you doing? I mean, I'm in a thing if you want to come in. I'm in a stream if you want to come in it. No, I'm not outside your house, dude. I said I'm in a stream, dude. If you want to come on the stream. Yeah, I'm outside your house. I can see exactly what you're wearing. I can see it. Yeah, I know. I'm fucking with you. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you wanna come in, dude, I'm digging myself a hole anyway, so more than welcome. I've been going for 2 hours. I do gotta take up and piss. I said I gotta get up and take a piss real quick. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go for. I mean, probably not. I mean, this is the last stream I could really do anyway because I'm about out of my time for the month. I have to wait until they reset it because you only get 20 hours in a month to stream, and apparently I am in the 5% of content creators that actually uses that 20 fucking hours to my advantage the way you're supposed to. Apparently a lot of people don't do that. Well, they can't hear you, they can hear me. All right, well, do me a favor. Finish whatever you're eating first, for the love of God, before you show up, please. Ugh. All right, I'll see you when you get here. Oh my God, dude, motherfucker! I hate when people do that shit, bro. Stop it. There's nothing that you please don't do that. Especially don't come in here chewing on microphones. I hate that. Lisayat, let me talk to you for a second. Oh, for everybody else, just hang out for a minute. I want to put a message out. I want to put a message out to the church, my fucking whatever you would call him. I don't know what he would be. Would he be if Joey Diaz was a fucking priest? I guess. Well, I don't know. I don't know what Lee would be. I don't know what the hierarchy is. Lee, listen. You're a great dude, right? You made the church possible, right? The church is over now. I get it. It's a different day. You know, Joey's doing his thing, you're going and doing your thing. And he's doing, for everybody that doesn't know, Lee Syatt, aka the Flying Jew, is doing his own show called What Was I Thinking? And it's basically about, I don't know how to fucking get rid of that. I shouldn't have did that. God damn it. Hold on. Okay. So he's doing a show called What Was I Thinking? Where he's going back and he's recapping every episode of the church. I'll put you in 1 second, dude. Where he's going over all the episodes of the church. I put his I listened to the first episode, basically just an introductory thing, not a big deal. I put on the second episode, and here's the message. Lee, please, somebody, you don't have to address this publicly. I don't care if you do or you don't. For the love of everything Jewish, bro, please do not fucking hack up some shit on the goddamn microphone, bro. How long have you been around podcasting? You should know better. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. And for the love of fucking Christ, I don't care how many fucking listeners your show has. Pete and Sebastian, I'm looking at you. Whoever produces your show, Hank, fucking Lou, whoever it is now, normalize the fucking audio for the love of God. These dudes clip more than fucking Big Sean and Pusha T, bro. What the fuck? I'm professionals. Your whole careers are based on talking in the fucking microphones. And that's all. That's all we're trying to say. It's for the betterment of all of the shows. Don't if you're not aware, if you're thinking about starting a fucking podcast, here's a couple of rules for you. Don't chew on the fucking microphone. Don't hawk loogies on the mic. I can't believe I have to tell you that. And fucking don't clip in your audio. Your face doesn't need to be this close to the fucking mic. We hear you, dude. I'm not saying that my audio is the best, but some of you are professionals and you need to get your shit together, okay? I host a fucking podcast once a week in my fucking room. All kinds of distractions here. Music blaring in the background. I understand this is not professional, but my audio shouldn't sound better than yours. When you motherfuckers are getting paid and you live, you eat, you feed your families through talking in the microphones and nobody knows what a fucking mic presence is. What is happening? I don't understand. I'm not saying that quality starts and ends with the Laughing at Birds podcast, but for the love of God, man, y'all are trendsetters. You do get that. Other people who do podcasting and or radio, they listen to your fucking shows and they base what they can and they can't do off of what you do. So people who might not know better will do some wild shit like that. It's not a good idea. It's etiquette, especially for two dudes who spend their whole fucking podcast talking about etiquette, dude. I don't understand. How did they miss that? And I'm not trying to be a ball breaker, and you can get mad at me if you want and tell me to go fuck myself, but don't listen to the show then, whatever. But I would like to listen to it. All I'm asking is, I'm sure it's not easy. I know you guys record over fucking Skype together, right? But if I could, come on, dude. You can't figure it out just a little bit? All right, I gotta fucking piss before my goddamn bladder explodes. So I'm going to mute myself. And if you happen to be here, feel free to talk about it.
Yeah, well, I don't know whoever's watching, but oh, hey, Deimos, can't she fight it? Lol. I don't know, I think you are very stereotypical Jerseyan. Well, he is a very stereotypical Jersey, and I really wish my headset was recharged so I can let my dog in. A matter of fact, that I know there's going to be some dead air, but it won't be long. Give me a minute.
Ah, what the fuck? Hold on.
Back. I had to let the dog in. Uh, It'd be nice.
All right. Dude, I feel, you know what's awesome, man, is I feel like I got some kind of VIP pass, dude. You know?
Yeah. Is that a monster I heard?
Yes, it is. Because I'm about ready to shoot myself, dude. It's been a real bad week. I don't know why. For some reason, my fucking medicine has just decided that it just doesn't want to work so good this week. I'm hoping that by drinking one of these fucking things that it will kick it in, do something, man, because this is fucking bad news bears. I mean, there's only so much CBD my stomach can fucking handle. I can't find my goddamn lotion. I don't know where the fuck that shit disappeared to. But what kind of dog do you have?
Pekingese and American Eskimo.
Oh, that was a question in the chat there. What was I gonna say? I don't even know. I started this because I was ranting and raving about the fact that my mom got suspended from her job for buying too many sale items.
Wait, hold on. She got fired from her job for buying too many sales items?
Not fired. Soon suspended, yes.
Okay, hold on. Wasn't she fired years ago? I don't know. It's been forever since since.
All right, let me break it down for you. Here's what happened. There was the owner to the store that she works for passed away some years ago, left the business to his 3 or 4 sons, however many it is, and shortly after they took over, a year or two after they took over, the company started to decline for whatever reason, so they had to close down the one store that she worked at for years out here, and now she has to travel like an hour away to go to another fucking store to work there. But basically, the long and short of it is this. A couple items were on sale. She didn't see that they usually say in a store, you could buy, let's say the monsters are 2 for $4, right? But there's a limit on the promotion. Like, let's say you can only buy 4 cans. So for the sake of argument, let's say that she bought a few monsters, even though it was an Entenmann's cake. That's what this whole thing is about, a coffee cake. This
So
is
she bought a coffee cake, and
that's what this whole thing is about. There was a sale going on in her store that said Entenmann's products are 2 for $5, whatever it is. So she bought, I'm assuming, 4 of them. Now, apparently, there was a limit of 2 items per customer. In other words, if you buy 2 things, that's your limit. You can't buy anything else that day. You have to come back tomorrow. That's how it works. She didn't see it listed anywhere saying that,
it doesn't surprise me, but then again, anyone can make the mistake. It's just your mother.
Right. So she buys her shit. She goes into work this morning. They call her into the office and they're like, oh, listen, you broke company protocol. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, you bought more sale items than you were allowed to buy. So, I mean, I don't know why. Maybe you did it on purpose. And she's like, well, I didn't see it. It wasn't listed anywhere that I saw. And they're like, well, be that as it may, you're suspended. So go home, basically. That's what they for a cake, and it says final notice on it, which, by the way, she's worked for this company for over 30 fucking years. This is the thanks that she gets. And I started this whole thing because basically I was telling her to fucking take her pension and run because she could retire. But she's hard-headed and she won't do it. So she'll probably get robbed for her pension, and that'll be that.
I mean, doesn't she get robbed already anyway from that wonderful person she's with?
Yeah, fuck that piece of shit. The fucking scumbag motherfucker. I hate that fucking guy, dude. Can't fucking stand him. If there's 2 people I hate in this world. One of them, I'm not going to say his fucking name, but wherever you are, pussy, if you happen to be watching this, I hope you fucking choke on your own shit, dude. Fucking dirt neck scumbag motherfucker. I want that kid's blood on my fucking hands in the worst way. You have no idea.
I mean, there's a few people I can think of. I'm just not really sure one of them is the one I'm thinking of.
No, I don't think you know this kid. This kid is he's a real piece of shit. We had beef in high school simply because I'm not like everybody else. So this kid thought it would be cool when he gets around all his faggy friends that he wants to try to talk slick. He don't realize this kid ain't much bigger than me. I could fuck this dude up. Even I know that, right? So, whatever. So we have heat all through school, and he thinks that he's some kind of fucking tough guy. And I really don't like this dude, man. Like, at fucking all. Never have, never will.
Yeah, we've always been outcasts, to be honest.
Yeah. But here's the thing, dude. This is why I bring it up. This is beyond school. Actually, probably 5 years ago, I went out to a pool hall that is not crazy far. And guess who happened to be there? This fucking guy. And I walk into this joint, and I see him standing there with a bunch of his fucking friends. And I'm like, there he is. There he is. Like, I hate this motherfucker. And he looks over, and he sees me, and he whispers something to one of his girlfriends. You know, fucking sissy bitch, can't handle his own shit on his own. And he fucking looks over, and I'm like, dude, you know, you want a fucking problem, bro. Like, I already don't like you, so I got no issue, right? He's like, already he's got to start with this shit. What are you looking at, faggot? I'm like, not a whole lot, motherfucker. What do you want to do? Because immediately it's escalated to, I want this kid's blood. Ooh, dude, you have no idea. I want to beat the fucking shit out of this kid in the worst way for all that shit, dude. All them days you thought you were tough, motherfucker, because I didn't want to bust your head open. Come fuck with me now, bro. I don't like that, dude. Anyway, I'm like, bro, you want to go outside? We go outside, dude. Whatever you want to do. So he brings a bunch of his girlfriends outside with him. I'm like, what is this shit, bro? You see anybody with me, motherfucker? And I'm like, bro, do something. Do something. I fucking wish you would. I wish you fucking would do something, you scary bitch. Like, I fucking, dude, everybody's like, bro, we're leaving. We're leaving. We came out here to have a good time, and here you are fucking stepping in the shit already. Some beef lasts forever, dude, and it doesn't matter why it starts. It doesn't matter why it starts. I could be 70 years old. If I see this kid in the street, I want his fucking head. Forever. This shit's never gonna die, dude. Never.
I mean, I don't
give a fuck if this kid came crawling to me with his last breath. I think this is the type of motherfucker that, well, I shouldn't say that. As much as I hated him, I think if I had the opportunity to save his life, I probably would. Even though he doesn't deserve it. Fucking piece of shit. I don't know why, but for some reason.
Well, okay. I need to ask you something. This is gonna sound like a very weird question, but it's pertinent. Do you hate this kid more or less than Adolf Hitler?
Oh man, what kind of trick question is that?
Well, think about it, okay? Because because a lot of people would rather, if given the choice between saving Hitler and letting him die, they will let him die. Now you said that you hate this kid, but if given the chance to save him, you would. I asked you whether you hate Hitler more than this kid. Because if given the chance between saving Hitler, well it's not a choice between the two, but they're different scenarios. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this dude didn't kill millions of people, but
well, that's true. But is that like the only reason? like in the Hitler example, if you save him, he can stand trial. Like if he dies, then where's the justice? You know what I mean?
Well, sadly, I don't think there really is justice.
Well,
what is it?
Okay. That's going into the whole philosophical discussion of justice. I'm talking about justice in the sense that he'll go to jail.
Well, no, hold on. Is it just like, okay? Let me give you an example here. I would not. Oh, he said I would not rank Hitler in my top 5 villains. So he don't even make the top 5. This fucking hack.
I mean, he look. Technically speaking, and you know what? People already think I'm a fucking Nazi. Who gives a shit? But technically speaking, he didn't really kill anyone. He just brainwashed an entire nation to kill people for him.
Whoa, you're gonna have to back the truck up on that one. What do you mean? He didn't kill anybody?
No. Hold on. You want me to back up, and I will. He himself never fist.
Hold on. You're saying he never actually pulled a lever or a trigger. He's like Charles Manson.
Basically, yes. He's one giant cult leader. Only we still hold the cult leader responsible. So either way, he's responsible. I'm just saying, technically, he didn't kill anybody.
Well, okay. So what do you think? Do you think? Let me ask you this. Okay. this dude, I don't like this guy because he fucking he in fairness to him, this fucking douchebag, the only reason why he got away with doing what he did, which was not anything crazy, but it was enough, you know.
If I remember correctly, Hitler was only married to Eva Braun, and Eva Braun didn't have a boyfriend. So I don't know where you're getting that from. Unless
Yeah,
you're talking
no.
about Charles Manson, I'm confused now.
No, yeah, he might be. I'm not sure, but this dude only got away with what he got away with because I was afraid to stick up for myself because I was afraid of what was going to happen. What have you ever had a dream? Have you ever had a dream where you go to punch somebody and you have no power at all? Have you ever had that dream?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a while. Like recently I had a weird fucking dream of two women turning into it was fucking weird. It was like
Wait,
two women turning into
wait. Go
cockroaches.
back. Turning into what?
Cockroaches for some fucking reason. I don't know. It was such a weird amalgamation of them turning into cockroaches. It was
Here,
so bizarre.
I'll make you feel better. I can make you feel better because I just happened to have heard some shit this morning that is right up your alley with this right here. So you know who Matthew McConaughey is, right?
That rings a bell. Yes.
He True Detective. He was in a bunch of stuff. You would know him if you've seen him for sure. But he was on Bill Maher's show yesterday. I was listening to it this morning, and Bill was asking him. He asked him a question. He goes, "So, hold on. You had he had a really fucked up upbringing, dude. Like apparently his parents." Used to get into fights so badly that one of them, his mom had a broken bottle and his father had a knife, and they went from about to stab and kill each other to fucking right on the kitchen floor, right? So this is the type of background this dude comes from.
Wow.
Yeah. So check this out. He goes. I'm going to ask you about a dream. So apparently you had a nightmare where you were surrounded by all the most dangerous animals in the world, basically. But then it wasn't really a nightmare because it turned into a wet dream. Now I tell you that maybe it make you feel a little bit better because apparently I don't know what does that. I'm assuming that if I could play armchair psychologist for a minute, I would assume all the violence that he was surrounded by. He kind of felt like he was surrounded by everything he was surrounded by was a potential threat to life and maybe his life in and of itself. But then because he associates threats with sex because of their relationship, that turns into a wet dream, and I guess it goes from there. So your dream probably doesn't seem so crazy now.
No, that definitely isn't. That raises so many fucking questions.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I could, you just shot in the dark here, but his parents probably. They probably, this was their foreplay. I think, there are couples who have very strange sex rituals, so I don't think they were actually, fighting. They, that was just their shtick. He just happened to be caught in the middle.
I think that's a tough one, dude. I don't know how. That's always the weirdest thing to do is try to fucking. Dude, I'm telling you, even I'm a fucking, I don't know, I'm a weirdo, dude. So you can't base, nobody can really base their life experiences off of my experience, but I have a hard time trying to get laid, and I've been in a 15-year relationship. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable, trying to do it, trying to get it. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't. It's weird. I don't know what that's about. Not that, like, you know.
I mean, you don't just say, "Hey, come here."
No, absolutely not. No fucking way. Only on certain days. On certain days, I'm more confident than others, so I could.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you really need to build up your self confidence. Although, although I've known you for 24 years, and in my eyes, you always had certain levels of confidence, So I don't know where the fuck this is coming from.
Yeah, I don't. It's very odd, dude. I can't. It's very difficult. It's very difficult for me to. I get anxiety about it. I feel bad, like to try to do it, because I feel like if I bring it up to her, if she doesn't want to do it, that she might, just because she thinks that, well, if he wants to do it, then you know what I mean? Like, so there's always that in the back of my head, even though it's not probably true.
But okay, the next question I need to ask, do you think that's, fuck it, this channel is not PG-13. Do you think that's rape in a way?
What's that? Oh, if she did want to do it and she did?
Yeah, because it's like you say, well, if you ask her, she's like, you know what I mean? She doesn't want to do it.
No, yeah. I think it's not in the sense of the way that we think of it when you say the word, but I mean, I think so. It's almost like, in a way,
it is. That's really a hard one, because she doesn't want to do it, but because she's with you, she'll do it to make you happy. But it's not really.
It's the same thing. It's a little bit different in the sense that it's almost like she's using you as a tool to rape herself. Whereas if she were out in the wild and, God forbid, somebody hit her over the head with some shit and forced themselves onto her, that's a different thing. Even though it's the same action, she could make me believe that she wants to do it, but really she doesn't. So mentally she's not there. But is that considered the same thing? Because it's like she's consenting despite the fact that she doesn't really want to give the consent.
I mean, okay, that she told you that she doesn't want to do it, but she's gonna say yes anyway. I don't know.
Look, I say it because there have been times where I find out after the fact. Yeah, if my life could get more complicated. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But I have found out after the fact that there have been times where she's like, yeah, really, because like you could tell, I'm not a jerk off. Like you could tell these things. There's things that, and it doesn't.
Why I'm sticking to men.
Here's the thing, dude. Here's the problem: is if a man thinks that, like, if her pussy gets wet, that means that she's into it, which not necessarily.
Well, no, that's a physiological response that female rapists also used against men to more. Well, his dick got hard, so he must have been into it. No, you dick. That's a physiological response. No one has control over that. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, there have been times where, like, you could tell she's just not with it, right? And like I would in the middle of it, dude, not even the middle. I could be in the fucking beginning and be like, if this shit don't feel right, I'm bailing. And I will do it too. I don't care. If you don't think I'm above being like, all right, I have two options. I can continue this, and really I know in the back of my mind that she's not into it and do it anyway, or I can just end the charade and just go jerk off somewhere like a person. I would much rather do that. I want her to do, I've even told her as much as like, dude, don't do that. Don't do that to you. Don't do that to me. If you don't want to do some shit, don't do it just because I want to do it.
I mean, Jen has always been a people pleaser, so this doesn't really surprise me.
Because I mean, you want the person you're doing some shit with you want them to be there. You want them to be present with
Yeah,
you.
but as I said, she's always been a people pleaser, so again,
Yeah.
it doesn't really surprise me.
And then, I mean, there's also then she's like, well, I mean, there's some days that I want to do it, but like mentally I'm there, physically I'm not. So I have to like kind of give it a jump start a little bit, which I think is kind of weird. But that's another thing too. I don't think really gets brought up a lot. But that's not the same thing either, though. That's a completely different animal.
Yeah,
Or no?
dude, I don't know. I'm not with her. This is why I'm sticking to men.
Well, I'm saying generally, dude. Doesn't have to be just to. It could be applied to any relationship. The gender doesn't matter.
Well, true, but but the good thing about my boyfriend is that he's always into it. So
You think that's what you think?
I mean,
you don't
he's
know.
told me. He's told me.
Exactly. That's
into
what
it.
he's told you. That's what he's told you. But see that, dude. Once that seed of doubt gets planted in your head,
Yeah,
that-
well, yeah, that seed of doubt. Yeah, well, it's one of those things where he and I talked about this. I think I know my boyfriend well enough to know that he actually wants what he says.
yeah. Well, I mean, I hope so. I was just saying,
I know words don't always truth, BG or BJ, whatever. I know words don't always truth.
Yeah. Fucking, it's kind of rough, dude. It's kind of rough.
Yeah,
dude.
but as I said, I think I know my boyfriend well enough to to know what he wants, and yeah, I get the point though. It's one of those things to watch out for.
I mean, the sad part is that you don't even know. You don't even know because they can lie to you the whole time. But that's dirty, though. Don't do that. Like, if you're in attendance, dude, don't do some shit you didn't want to do and then be like, oh, I didn't want to do it, but I did it anyway because I did it for you. See, I'm not don't do that. You give motherfuckers a complex like that. That's not, I'm not saying that, but I'm sure there are people that do that shit all the time. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that marital fucking rape was like a thing, dude.
Yeah, like people's like, oh, you're married, so I can rape you. I'm like, well, that's not really how that works, but okay.
Yeah, the fact that was even a thing is ridiculous. But I mean, I can see the damaged logic. I can see the damaged logic in that. Be like, well, we're in this thing. If I can only fuck you, what else am I supposed to do? I mean, that logic is severely damaged, but I can see how you can arrive there. I'm not saying that you should.
Well, no, that doesn't even really work either, because it's like, okay, well, like, it's like, what you just said doesn't really work in the sense that, well, okay, if I can only fuck you, you know what I mean? You can't force someone else. I really can't wait to start speech therapy next week. But basically, it doesn't work either, because because she's the only person you can fuck. There are ways to be like, hey, honey, want to fuck? No, okay, well, I'm just gonna fucking jack off and go to sleep. Let me know what you have to do.
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I think that's the logic behind that decision making is, well, if we're married and I said I can only fuck you, what else am I supposed to do? I'm not saying it's right, but I think that's
I know. I didn't say.
Even though they should. They totally should just be like, all right, well, if she don't want to do it, or if he don't want to do it, then I'll just do it myself. That shouldn't be a far-fetched thing. I would have much more fun doing it on my own than subjecting somebody to some shit they didn't want to do. And besides, you can always try to have fun with it, right? So you don't want to fuck, you can always watch if you're into that sort of thing. Louis C.K. some people with their permission, of course.
Like I don't know, and it's I'll see when it happens. But I trust my boyfriend.
Well, that's all you could do. That's all you could do.
Yep.
Oh, fuck this goddamn conversation anyway, dude. Fucking rape is terrible. But
Well, yeah, obviously we're not gonna disagree on that. Like
yeah,
I'm not gonna be
no.
like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that. We take it out of context.
Yeah, be like, oh yeah, that's great. It's the greatest thing ever. Like, no, it's not. What the fuck? Like,
I mean, it's great for who? The rapist, not the rapee or
like
rape.
not even about, dude. Could you like? All right. I'm not trying to say I'm not sympathizing at all, but I think about it sometimes like it's got to be tough to be that motherfucker, right? Like you can't get off unless you think that you're forcing.
Well, now that Jack's getting yelled at, how you doing, chat? How are things today on this beautiful Sunday? Sorry, Saturday. I'm waving at you, even though you can't see me. You're one crazy bitch. I don't know. I just got depressed.
Why?
My own reasons.
See, that's just juggle your tits for you. How you could be in a bad mood now? I can. You can't.
Well, wait, hold on. To be fair, she never showed me her boobs. She only showed me yours. So it doesn't count.
I showed you mine in a bra.
Well, that doesn't count then. There you go. It doesn't count.
Nobody wants to see this butcher surgery.
You'd be surprised.
They make it so sad looking. Kevin should be even, lucky enough to see them, so sad.
Like you ain't never seen my soft dick before. It works both ways. Good luck trying to find a fucking man that will
I got no ass either.
Be comfortable enough to, but like, fuck it, dude, whatever. I know what I'm.
You got a good dick. I don't know why you think that.
Because everybody that's worth anything thinks that their dick is terrible, right?
Yes, actually.
See? Exactly. I don't think I've ever met a fucking dude. Everybody who has ever been like, oh yeah, I got a monster dong is packing peanuts. Nothing. It seems like, if you
downplay your dick, that means you got a big one?
It's possible.
Okay.
It could be possible that you have a big dick if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for me that I have something. Yeah, honestly. Now it's a waste, though. Now it's a waste. It's going to be wasted.
There's people with little...
Not if you switch teams. It's not going to be wasted if you switch teams.
Oh, God. Dude, I can't be out in the streets busting assholes. That's not right. How much?
Wait, what you mean busting assholes?
You said if I switched teams.
Oh, okay.
If I was gay, would it be a
waste? Well, bisexual, but
no, he'd be tearing assholes apart.
Oh my God, dude! I couldn't.
He loves buttholes so much. He gets so excited.
Oh yeah.
He'd be like jamming. No work in it. Just like, take it.
You guys are fucking nuts.
Yep. Well, no, but dude, I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't do much, right? You gotta waste it. That's what it's gonna do. It's just gotta sit there.
So pussy rots, I guess. If you fucking, say your dick, fucking goes to waste.
Well, I'm saying because
unfuckable pussies, they go rotten.
Okay, Kevin, Jack, you might want to highlight this thing. The sad truth is, for a whole lot of people, is they will lie to their partner, etc., just to stay with them, as they are scared of being alone.
Yeah.
I just told Erica. Oh wait, am I supposed to? Well, there's so many Ericas out here.
Well,
I have like 20 on my
You might
Facebook.
just go now. Just go now. You're already there. Might as well finish it.
Well, I said something like that to fucking Erica. You know, because she's fucking two people, you know, back to back.
See, wait a minute. Because now, well, I mean, go ahead. Now you got to be careful, though, with the rest of what you say.
Yeah, that's all I had to. That's all I could say because I don't know what
The
I
stream
can
will be
say.
deleted after
Exactly.
the stream will be deleted after it ends, so so Jack can save face.
Yeah. Well, no, basically, dude, like, seriously, I know people are like, dude, the minute you stop, like, it's very possible that, you know, she could say something and then get pulled up on, like, defamation charges or something.
All I can say is, you know, she got some shit she's not telling her partners, you know, that, you know, by law she's supposed to do, you know, tell the partners before she has any interest.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. So, not her, I meant the waste I was talking about before, is that you're so afraid to fuck people now. It's like a because you can fucking get
like
shit.
I had to pull off, you know, I had to pull off the table that you'll have to fuck other bitches, you know, because, you know, of fucking all the fucking shit that's out there and people lying, you know, saying that they don't got some, you know, anything, and then, you know, you fuck them because you believe them, you know, and then it's like, bam, you got some shit, or you got some AIDS, you know, or you got some HPV that will hurt the women more than guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
all fucking. You know.
I don't
I'm
know.
glad that I'm a sexual hermit. I only had 3 sexual partners. One was just a experience, and then 2, Kevin's my, you know, my second, you know, fuck toy thing. At the time.
No, isn't
I
Jack
said
your
at the
fuck
time
also?
because at the time I didn't know if you were going to stay or fucking leave. You know.
That's
So you gotta get some experience before, you know, fucking the whole shit goes
Well,
up.
I don't really have any experience, so my boyfriend is fucked. Literally, I guess.
Wait, what? Smoked?
No, fucked, because he has no experience.
That's right. You know, just
Yeah, but
you
it's
take it nice and
different.
easy when
It's
you go
different
with
for
him.
you. It's different for you, I would assume, because
He's gonna be like you when, you know, when I tell you could get the butt, you know, just like, oh, shaky, shaky, shake, you know.
it's gonna be a little bit different because you don't have to worry about busting a hymen or any of that shit.
No, you just have to worry about, you know, busting a hemorrhoid or something.
And you don't have to worry about getting them pregnant. Now, you can be mad at that if you want, but
I'm not mad.
No, not I'm not saying you. I mean, you know, people who will listen to this later, you can get mad if you want, but that's a perk that I think every gay man should celebrate. I personally would. Yeah, or women, or other women who fuck women. I would celebrate that all day long. The fact that I at some point could get somebody pregnant with this fucking thing. Oh shit, that's awesome.
What? What do you say?
Yeah,
Jack,
We
we got
got-
a sub on our channel from one of my regulars.
Yeah, that's awesome. We started a show. I should have plugged this in the beginning, but I'm terrible at what I do. I made a channel called the UK NJ Project, and that's where BCHQ and myself, we do weekly live movie reviews, and we're starting out. We made it its own channel.
Nice.
That's how you do that, dude. We started its own channel, and I think we're now up to 4 subscribers, which is great. And I'm not ashamed to admit I'm one of them, because that is the equivalent, I believe, of hanging your first dollar on the wall in internet land.
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
that works.
But like, for example, this channel I'm not subscribed to. Once we get past a certain numbers of subscribers, I will unsubscribe from the channel, or better yet, I probably won't, just because
Yeah,
that's
you know,
a good way for me to.
yeah,
Go ahead,
just
what?
just leave yourself there.
Wait, I was gonna say, if I leave it on, that's a good way for me to be able to make sure everything is posted the way it's supposed to. Because I fucked up once on the show, on the podcast, and then I had to realize, like, all right, I better pick a fucking platform and follow my own goddamn show because I want to make sure the episode goes out when it's supposed to. But, you know, that's fucking awesome. So we're building it up. We're building it up slowly. It's on Spotify as well. If you would rather,
I get actually just downloaded that.
What's that?
Spotify.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Damn. I could have had you register. I knew I should have fucking called you. God damn it. Because you got a student ID, right?
Yes, somewhere. I don't really remember it now.
Bro, because we could have. I had a whole plan. We could have got Spotify Premium and Hulu without ads for $14 a month instead of the $34 that it would cost.
Wait, it's $34 now?
Well, no, Hulu on the second option, which is no ads, is $14 a month. And I think Spotify is, $20 for premium. I'm not sure. But they were doing a thing where if you're a college student or a high school student, whatever, you can get Hulu with no ads and Spotify Premium for $14 a month if you use your student ID. So my plan was I was going to call you and be like, dude, let me borrow your ID and I will pay you the money every month. But then,
well, I mean, I can always sign up for a new one.
I don't know if that's how it works, but I mean, I'm saying not that you really have use for Spotify probably anyway, or Hulu. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you have to back yourself. There's no shame in it. I don't care what anyone says.
And then,
yeah.
We know what we offer. People sub and support, that's great. But if not, it doesn't change the process and what we bring to the table. Yeah, which is something that is a little bit different in the sense that we actually will review a movie for real and not give every bland non-opinion that every other channel does. That shit's annoying. I want to know, how do you feel about it? That's the one thing I can't stand about ad reads, if I could get into that for a minute, which is that, like, if you're going to try to sell me some shit, dude, I at least want to believe that you really use the fucking products that you're trying to sell me on.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, everything is all fucked up, dude. We were watching a podcast last night, The Honeydew with Ryan Sickler. Hannah somebody was on it. I don't remember. Let me pull her name up real quick. I don't want to forget.
Yeah.
But this is why, because as you know, Jen's a bit of a freak, so you never know.
I mean, don't I know it?
All right, here we go. Hannah Dickinson was on his show, came out last week. I was watching it last night, and as it turns out, Hannah did everything. She did everything right, dude. She did everything right. She didn't, fuck a million dudes. She didn't suck 1,000 dicks. She didn't do any of that. She lived a regular kind of life where she was very conservative. Yeah, that guy's laugh is the best, dude. Cracks me up every fucking time. But she was a little conservative in the sense that she didn't have as many partners as she would have liked to have had. So, anyway, believe it or not, dude, she goes through all this shit, and then quarantine hits with the coronavirus. So she decides that she's gonna fucking, dabble out in the field a little bit, but not really get in a relationship. So she meets this dude, seems like a nice enough guy, whatever. They wind up going about to fuck, dude. And all right, well, I'll tell you all this. They're about ready to fuck, dude. And then the guy's like, classic. Oh, I don't have a rubber.
Sorry
Right?
about that. The thing crashed.
That's all right. I was gonna say I don't know what happened, but so dude basically is like, oh, I don't have a rubber. Classic fucking shit. And she's like, fuck it. Like, I really don't take risks that often. And this dude seems like a good guy, because she goes, well, when was the last time what was that? Hold on.
Well, they are looking while he's looking at that. How you doing, chat? It's just kind of depressed right now, not gonna lie. Just one of those days. Wonder what happened. Oh, wow, I think he answered me. She looks a little homely. That's literally the quickest I have ever seen Jack move. Oh, I really wish I could highlight. I could highlight comments. Oh God, that is hilarious. Pardon me, just a little tired. We all have them days. The key is to not let that turn into a date. Yeah, that's. Yep, that's the one. That's the thing to remember.
I don't know what that was about.
Like, what happened?
There was a really loud fucking bang in the living room. Like something fell over and broke. So I ran out there thinking, maybe she fucking, passed out, whatever, who knows.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear anything. And I go out there and the dog is gone and she's gone. So they went to the store. And the cat's just sitting on the floor staring at me like, what the fuck is your deal, dude? So I don't know what that was all about, but I for sure heard something just now, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Well, dude, I can move, bro. You never see me run from the cops. And I don't even mean in like a hardened criminal way, like, oh, we think you're up to no good. We're gonna we want to ask you some questions. What the fuck you do? I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, dude. Now, real quick, just to finish out that story, what I was telling you. She's like, oh, well, when was the last time you got tested? And he was like, oh, I got tested like 2 weeks ago or whatever. And then she's like, well, have you
sorry.
That's all right. Have you been with anybody? Have you been with anybody recently?
Yeah, that's what I was laughing, because it's like, okay, I got tested 2 weeks ago. But wait a minute, how do I know you have worked with somebody in the last 2 weeks? Oh, no, don't worry. You can trust me. They sleep together like, oh, shit, I have gonorrhea. Well, fuck you.
Well, it's worse than that. But yeah, that's what happened. She thought that she knew this dude. Like, she knew that she didn't she assumed that because he was a nice guy that he was gonna be honest. She thought she bought what he sold her.
That's
essentially.
that's the worst kind. Never trust nice guys. What are you talking about?
I know, terrible. So, dude, fucking, they wind up having sex, dude, and the next day, she's at home, bedridden, sick.
I mean, I wasn't joking that the next time she got gonorrhea, but goddamn.
No. It wasn't gonorrhea.
Oh, no,
Wasn't
I
gonorrhea.
know. It was a joke. You know, it was a joke. Never mind. There was a joke about the next day. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. No, but you're right, dude. You're not far off at all. You're not far off at all. The next day, she's home. She's bedridden, sick, dude. Can't move, throwing up, cold sweats, shaking, the whole fucking thing.
What the fuck did he give her? Corona? What the fuck? I'm so confused.
She thought this is, by the way, this is in the beginning of quarantine that this is happening. So this is very recent. Very recent.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, fuck, I probably got the coronavirus. So she texts the dude, and she's like, bro, I think we fucking got hit. And, nothing. Like, what the fuck? So now a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, whatever the time frame, and she's getting worse. She's not getting better. So she gets a corona test, negative, no corona. They can't figure out what the fuck is going on. Then she's like, I go to the bathroom, dude, and I notice that like it hurts really bad to pee. Like hurts real bad. And I'm like, okay, well, this has to be something. So she winds up eventually, I guess, going to the GYN. As soon as she gets there, the doctor's like, I don't even need to go in there. You got herpes.
Wow, already? That was quick.
So, yeah. He gave her herpes, dude. Then she fucking hits this guy up. Constant. She's like, bro, like, why would you do that? Basically, he lied about everything. He just had sex with 3 women the very fucking week before, and he said, oh, one of them was suspect. I'm pretty sure I got it from her. So you don't tell me, you fucking piece of shit.
Well, bro. I mean, if he told her, he wouldn't get any. So of course he didn't.
Like, that's sadly, dude, that's the argument. That's the argument that these fucking people make, and it's not just men. It's not just men.
Oh,
there's a girl around here who is spreading the fucking virus like the goddamn plague, dude. This girl has fucked and sucked more dicks during the quarantine than she has her whole fucking life. And now she's got herpes and who fucking knows what else. So it's going to be 1 in 7 by the time it's going to be 7 out of every 10 people are going to have this fucking virus by the time these fucking assholes are said and done. So, we're watching this podcast last night and we're listening to all this shit about how you can have, like, we paid attention in sex ed, obviously, but, I didn't know.
No woman wanted to sleep with me, so I'm fine. Okay, sorry to cut you off, but no woman wanted to sleep with me, so I'm fine.
Well, me neither. I got lucky. What do you mean? Nobody wanted to fuck me. I got lucky, dude.
But you had girlfriends before, from what I remember.
Yeah, but I fucked a couple ugly broads and Jen, because I don't lump her in with them because it's not even close.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was it, dude. There's not people weren't breaking their fucking neck to get at me anyway, and if they did, they would assume that they got whatever the fuck I had.
I mean, yeah. That's definitely like, dude. Human relationships are fucking weird. Like, most people, you know what I mean. When you're, when you have an itch and you have an itch, you don't give a fuck where you get it. You just want to scratch that itch. So of
Well,
course people are gonna fucking lie.
The sad part is, dude, that she was like, if I would have fucking known that he wasn't a good guy, I would have never fucking did that. I bought it from, like, which fucking sucks. But
Tell me about it.
The thing is, it's no good running from them while screaming profanity at them. I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's up. It fucking freaked Jen out so bad between that podcast and these fucking freaks out here that she's like, all right, you know what? I'm putting the kibosh on that shit. So no side bitches for me. Yeah, just want the nut. Welcome to the jungle.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna have any side. Well, actually, no, I don't know. I'll think about it because my boyfriend wouldn't mind having, me having side bitches.
I mean, dude, you're doing your boyfriend a service, really. But I mean, seriously, because that's what it would be for. It would be a service for her, so that she doesn't have to deal with it. Like, I don't want to fucking touch this dude, probably because of whatever, but.
Well, yeah, but the difference is my boyfriend wants me to touch him. He just also wants to be teased.
Yeah, where Jen is like, dude, if somebody else could tag in and take some of this dick, that'd be great. I've had about all I can handle. I don't need anymore. But dude, I don't know, man. She thinks like just because. Is he bi though? Otherwise, that would be side men. Yeah, see, it's a good point. You got to be different times.
I mean, I am bi, so there's that. I prefer men at this point, but I wouldn't mind being with a woman. I just don't want to get her pregnant and get stuck with child support.
Bro, I want my balls clipped in the worst way. You have no idea.
I mean, I understand that. Go ahead.
I want to, but I'm scared. I'm scared to do it.
Well,
what if they fuck up and they ruin my pipes, dude? What do I do then? I'm sure they're probably horror story. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'm pretty sure they have to burn
I can understand being afraid, but at the same time, it's like, do you want to take a chance?
Do you want to be afraid? Do you want to be afraid of a little incision and a little soldering, or do you want to fucking run the risk of having a kid running around when you can barely? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to bring it up to the doctor. I think it's gotta be. I gotta do it, dude. I have to do it. I know it sucks because the worst. I don't want kids, dude. I don't, because I know I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to
I go between wanting them and not wanting them, because it's like I want a daughter named Sophia, but then it's like, do I?
Yeah. I mean, dude, I did it though. Like, I help raise some kids. Like, I know it's not the same thing, I suppose, like if they're yours or whatever, but I mean, I had the experience. I was there, I watched these kids grow up, whatever, and just, I just gotta do it, dude. Not to mention that, what's the chances of them still getting pregnant after surgery? Well, not 100% certain. I do know from the research that I've done that they tell you after you do the surgery, once you heal up, you actually have to make yourself have an orgasm 10 times after the surgery. The reason why that is because only after those 10 times, and maybe a few more, maybe a few less for some people, but they want to make sure that all the last of your reserves before they cut your pipes are all out, because then after that, after you go through the 10, whatever it is, then you go back to the doctor and they do a sperm count to see if they have to go in and do it again or if you're okay. I mean, I think there still is no contraception, unfortunately, is ever 100%, and that includes condoms. But I mean, what are you supposed to do then? So you're telling me I could get my balls snipped and wear a rubber and still maybe get somebody pregnant? Like, what are we even doing? But I would rather just get it snipped just so I don't have to. I can't. It's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible fucking feeling to be like, oh, all right, well, now we gotta wait and see what happens. Like, I don't ever want to put her through, you know, some shit where, you know what I mean? Like, because I couldn't pull out fast enough or the condom broke or whatever it is, that now she's got to go sit in a clinic. I don't want to do that to her. That's not right. Especially when I can avoid it, you know, getting clipped up or whatever. I mean, sure, you could use rubbers, dude, but I mean, it's not the same. And I mean, it's not the same as in, like, you could still fucking, a condom can break and you don't even have to have come to still get her pregnant. They could, you could
I'm just glad I have boy pussy. That's what it's called.
Ugh. That's fucking
Sorry.
good. That's
I'm sorry.
gross. I'm sorry. Look, I'll wave the flag with you, but that's fucking boy pussy.
Hey,
This
I don't make
sounds
the
like some
terms.
jail shit, dude.
I don't make the terms.
Boy pussy. That sounds like some real jail shit. Ugh.
Jack,
Come here, bring me that hot boy pussy. Bring that hot boy pussy over here. Oof. Hey, whatever floats your boat, dude, you know? And porn doesn't come to the rescue because there's no regular porn anymore. I don't need to see a bitch choke on a dick, dude. I don't want that in my life. That's not what's happening in my bedroom. Can I just watch a couple people just have like semi-normal fucking sex, dude? Does that still happen anymore?
No.
I don't think so. Well, no, I mean, for some people it does, not for me, because of that reason. Busting cheeks. Yeah. I'm serving no time. I'd rather would die. And I'm not trying to be dramatic. I don't think I would make it in a place like that.
Where place like where?
Jail, prison, you know. Especially with the, well, you know, with just being, I would be murdered because I would force them to fucking kill me, dude. There's no way. I will go down fucking swinging, dude. But I mean, porn, I really wish there wasn't such a stigma around porn.
I mean, let's be honest here. The only people that have stigma around, the only reason that stigma exists is because some religious people hate it because it's like, oh, well, porn addiction and yeah, it's the whole fucking thing. Get your topic suggestions in the chat for next week's episode.
Well, we'll have to do that, but I mean, even that, like, I couldn't pull a fucking porn up and be like, all right, well, let's watch this now. Just because of how gross it's all become. It's not, I don't even know. I know you like, I don't think they even do regular shit anymore, but like, we couldn't, even as a fucking couple, dude, you can't put some shit on and I guess like try to enjoy it because it's too extreme. At least for me anyway. I can't do it, dude. And that sucks because, you know, that would be one way. My argument is I hate religion. You know, I mean, that would probably be the easiest way to try to figure out who is into what by watching some shit, you know, different category things and see what moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, if I can address really quick, religion has its uses, but I personally, it's not for me.
Yeah, well, real quick, what topics are we talking about so we can give everybody an idea of what it is we're looking for, because I'm not sure. Okay.
Anyways, dude, I'm going. Thank you for having me on. I'm gonna go.
All right, man.
BC, be seeing you. I don't know. Bye.
I'm not saying it's equal to you having a real life, but depends on how tired and anxious you are about shit coming along with real relation. Well, no. I agree with you. It does do that. It's a good substitute if you're afraid. It's a good substitute if you're afraid. I don't know, just for general chat. I can't be fucked to rewatch. Oh, I could easily talk about that. And the actual dude, but that shit is. I happened to watch that by chance. Just happened to see it. But you're right though, dude. It is better. It is better to have the porn to hold on to. But I'm saying, for me personally, they don't leave a whole lot for a guy like me. I'm not an extreme dude, man. The most extreme thing I'm gonna fucking probably do is, like what normal shit. Like, I'm not into anything fucking nuts, I don't think. But I don't think I mean, maybe I think I'm just too soft for this generation, dude. Honestly, I'm a fucking real old school cat. So I don't expect everybody to get on my page, but at the same time, they could maybe tone it down just a little bit. Not everything has to be so goddamn extreme, man. I mean, for fuck's sake, dude, now I gotta worry about... Yeah, but there are different kinds of porn. It's not all hardcore and extreme. But yeah, but where do you find it? Where do you find it? Are they out there? Am I on the wrong websites? I don't know. Not that this is gonna shock anybody, but I don't really know. Well, see, I don't need a storyline and a little romance, dude. All I'm saying is, can I get a porn? Can I get a porn where she doesn't gag? Can I get that? Can I get a porn that doesn't have a softball-sized asshole in it? Can I get that? Is that possible? Or just some regular shit, dude. I don't even care if it's straight into I don't need a storyline or none of that. I just don't. The extreme shit, it fucks me up, because then what happens is she sees this, right? And then automatically women associate all of us with this shit. They're like, oh, well, I mean, I guess this is what they're all into. Like, you really want me to spit on it and all that? And like, I don't need you to do all that. I don't need you to do all that unless you want to. Unless you want to do it. But then we can try to fucking make it fun, whatever. But I mean, I don't need all that craziness. I was just fine the way we were doing it before. It's all about the warm-up, not the actual game. Oh, believe me, dude. I know all about it. Bro, these motherfuckers out here, they don't understand. They don't understand. They think just because they chose to, like, box, like, they... Believe me. Yeah, dude, I know. Bro, I eat pussy with the best of them. I got you. Trust me when I tell you, these fingers know what they're doing. The little bit that they do move, bro, I fucking... Trust me, I got it. I should thank the little bit of experience that I did have, because when I was in high school, it wasn't about sex, dude. You know what I mean? Because you couldn't, at least in my situation, I couldn't sneak a girl upstairs with my fucking grandmother having cancer in the living room. I'm gonna sneak a girl upstairs and fuck her in my bedroom. That's not, yeah, exactly. These fingers just don't play piano, bitch. That's right. But dude, you know what I mean? So I had to get creative. Sometimes you gotta finger bang a couple people in the hallway, dude. It's just what it is. You gotta do that shit, man. And now because of that, I learned like, okay, sometimes the hand is more powerful than the sword. You know what I mean? If you plus it helps because you never know. On most days, some days you have good dick days, or at least I don't know about everybody else. Some days I have good days, other days not so much. Like I could tell if it's going to be quick, which is always shitty. I hate that, but that's why you got fucking fingers and shit, dude. Because you gotta. It's more important, arguably more important, because at least if you can get her to an orgasm before you guys even start fucking, that's the way to do it. Because then at least you know that she's already somewhat there. So whatever dick that she does get, it'd be like, oh fuck. Like Cat Williams had a bit for a while. Like, oh shit, he brought dick too? Like, yeah. What are you, fucking crazy? You know, I say all this shit and I talk crazy. So if they brought back Silk Stockings, is that a watch now? I would watch it just because I watched it when I was a kid. And I thought that intro when I was younger was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. I didn't realize there really was not much of anything. Although I should go back and watch Silk Stockings now as an adult to see what I thought was racy back then. It would be interesting to see what is it actually about. Like, is it anywhere near as crazy as everybody made it out to be, or was it not really much at all? I see you, but I know you don't want me petting you. Your fat ass wants food, and I'm not giving you none because I don't know when the last time that you had food was. Because if you let her, this motherfucker will eat every hour on the hour. And it'll be my 600-pound cat sitting in the fucking living room breaking our goddamn couch. I hear you. I'm not deaf, bitch. I hear you. You can yell at me all you want. I'm not getting up, and I gotta make sure that the fucking everything is the way it's supposed to be. If she says you can have it, then you can have it. 7 years ago. Did you feed? When was the last time she ate? Because she's. All right. Yeah, that's what she's. That's what she's. Yeah, that's what she's doing now. She's in here fucking bitching at me like I'm giving her food and I'm not. Because I figured that. No, fuck that. If you're too fat, you can't jump up there. You don't deserve to eat. Fuck that shit. She's a cat. She can't jump up on a fucking cat. You should be ashamed of your fucking self here. That's fucking gross. That's gross. Alright, whatever. This fat bitch has her food now. Like, that's fucking sad. Cat can't even jump up on a fucking counter to eat. What? Yeah. Fucking pussies. Oh, why does everything have to happen when I'm fucking not there? Whatever, probably better off anyway. Yeah. Alright, I'll be coming down in a second anyway. Alright, well, I'll be down there. Yeah. Well, I'll be down there in a second. Alright. Fucking ridiculous, dude. The one fucking time she goes to the goddamn store, somebody tries running her and the dog over. Are you fucking serious? I can never not be around, dude. Some bullshit always fucking happens when I'm not around. The fucking dude at the corner store is trying to fucking, doesn't try. He sexually harasses every fucking thing with a goddamn pulse and, a vagina. It's ridiculous. Some fucking douchebag tries running them over multiple times in the fucking parking lot, and I'm sitting like, I just gotta do everything on my fucking own, bro, because she leaves the house and just bad shit happens, which is why I do fucking everything, because I don't need that shit on my fucking conscience, bro. I'm sitting in here trying to build some shit up so that maybe we can get out of this fucking hole of life that we're in, and can't even leave the fucking house. Can't even leave the house to go to the corner store. Yeah, well, that's what she said, that, it's a good thing you didn't come with us, because if you fucking did, I know for a fact that, I definitely wouldn't be here right now, because I don't go for that shit. I probably would have fucking, because as much as that dog gets on my fucking nerves, as much as she gets on my nerves, dude, she's old and she's cranky and she's a pain in the fucking ass, but she's still fucking family. God damn it. And you don't do that shit, dude. We take that shit very seriously. But so we'll have to come up with some topics. Oh, what are we gonna talk about? We're gonna do the pre-record show for Halloween. And then I guess we'll have to do a live one on Tuesday. I'm not sure what the plan is. I have no idea. Because we gotta figure all this shit out. I have no idea what we're doing. It's about silk stockings, just joking. I've never seen it or heard of it in my life. But that's silk stockings, I think, is an old softcore detective show they used to run on USA after 11 p.m. or some shit like that. Monday now. Yeah, well, Monday is the pre-record for the Halloween show. And then we got to figure out what are we doing for our regular scheduled show on Tuesday. That's the question. Because The Exorcist, I just watched The Exorcist behind the scenes shit. Except the only place you can find that movie is on Amazon behind a second paywall. So I pay $6 a month to Amazon, and they want me to pay them another $7 to watch the movie. Go fuck your mother. I'm not doing that. So, fuck that movie. It's behind a double paywall. I don't need to see it that badly. I already pay you, motherfucker. I will watch whatever I can. And if I can't, then, oh well. I guess I won't. fucking ridiculous. Pay for 3 fucking streaming services and you still can't even fucking find all the movies. Amazon, Hulu, and Netflix, and still you can't find all the movies. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, if there's one thing that cable had, is at least you knew where shit was. It was on HBO, it was on Showtime, or it was on cable, and that was the end of that. Now it's on Netflix or Amazon or Hulu or this fucking streaming service or that one. I'm not spending crazy money to stream anything. Nobody should. Like, it's only so much you could fucking do. Like, you can't leave the fucking house. You can't leave the fucking house. You leave the fucking house for 5 minutes, you go to the corner store and somebody tries to kill the both of you. Like,
really trying to fucking kill Samora. I don't fucking know what their deal is. I guess they don't like dogs. But I swear to God. I wanted to punch the fucking market person because he won't give me the fucking license plate.
Well,
he's like, oh, I don't know. I have seen this motherfucker car multiple times.
Okay,
Next time.
You know what? This is what, look, we're just going to have to eat it and just fucking go to the other store. Stop giving them our fucking money. Doesn't matter how convenient it is. Clearly, these fucking cunts don't.
I had to go back to the market because I was like, okay, maybe they just didn't see us. But I fucking kicked the motherfucker's car.
Yeah.
Because, you watched us, go behind you.
Yeah.
Because the motherfucker was about to go, back up, but then he stopped and then went back into the parking space. So I was like, okay, he's going to let us go. And then fucking, no. The motherfucker starts going back as we're right behind them. And then Samora, because I'm like, hey, people walking, like, you don't fucking know this. I didn't say it like that, but I'm like, hey, people walking here, and don't get nothing. The dude has tinted windows. It's a fucking grayish car, a grayish silver. Nice ass fucking car. Fucking douchebag driver. Backing up, and he waited. And he the person, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, because the fucking windows were so fucking tinted. That's why I was like, who, was it a boy or, a guy or a girl that just, came in here before me?
So you just missed seeing who it was, and they got in the car as you were walking up.
They got in the car right as we were right at that little spot that I have Samora wait with me.
Yeah.
We're over by the trees. And the dude or person seen us because
it's a little spot. The thing that she's talking about is, well, yeah, that's true too. You got to be careful with kicking cars because you're only flesh and bones, and that's metal.
I don't care. The fucking dog was, right next to him. Right next to it, and this motherfucker cracked his door open. And all I know is, like, okay, a little bit, lighter than a black person, a lot lighter than a black person. Could have been a Hispanic or a light, black person, or a dark fucking Italian.
Yeah.
Because all I seen was the hand. Didn't have no nail polish on it. I can't really tell because, with hands, they're fucking feminine. Men have feminine hands and fucking women have masculine hands on and off. Basically, calling my fucking Samora over, basically, that's what I'm thinking.
All right.
So Samora goes, not like, I'm not, because I'm thinking that she's right next to me now.
Yeah.
Thinking that she might have fucking just learned her lesson because I said, pay attention to your fucking walk, to Samora.
Yeah.
And you won't get fucking hit by a goddamn car. So I'm thinking that she's walking with me because, there's no tension on the leash.
Yeah.
No, this bitch is fucking walking to the car and the motherfucker shuts his door and starts going reverse, and it was right in underneath her fucking, the person's tire. And that's when I fucking kicked it. It wasn't a hard kick. It It was like, hey.
I probably would have ripped this motherfucker out of their car. Like honestly, as you're saying that, if that person would have opened the door or called her, I really think I would have ripped them out of their car.
Didn't say anything. You know,
they don't have to though, because that's
open
clear.
the door.
That's clear intent.
Yeah, just hey.
That's clear intent. You got to be a real piece of shit to do that.
You know, and after I kicked it, you know, and I started walking towards the driver's side, the fucker, fucking sped backwards, went over that fucking curb a little bit, that I go on with Samora, and you do too if I'm going in, that's our little safety spot, because everybody sees you there,
It's a piece of sidewalk that is literally put there for you to give the cars in the parking lot a chance to back out and you're not in their way.
Or enough time to see you before you cross.
Well, it's a small fucking world, and I'm sure this motherfucker will be back eventually. But
got me fucking
shaking. It's not even worth it.
I was shaking way more downstairs. My fucking legs felt like they were going to give out on me because they fucking felt like they were going like this. How fucking heated. I knew that I was going to black out, so, I tried, I was like, just get the fucking license plate from the guy, and then he started, pissing me off because he's like,
oh, I don't have it.
No.
That's what he does.
I said, can I have the license plate that just tried to hit me and my dog? And he's like, no, did you, what exactly? Did you get any today or yesterday? I get, no, motherfucker. He would have to wait a week already. Like, what the fuck?
But see, this is the shit I'm talking about, though,
give
dude.
me the fucking license plate.
That's the shit I'm talking about. Somebody just tried to hit me, and he's concerned about what's going in and out of your fucking pussy like it's his business.
Friend hug. No,
I'm gonna
bitch.
beat the shit out of that guy one of these days. I'm telling you. Fuck him and all his dirty fucking gas station friends over there.
He has asked me for, sex for favors. I should still have some of his recordings. I don't know how good the phone picks it up. He has tried to show me, I guess, exotic porn, with Hindus and white chicks.
Ugh, please. I told him to stick his dick
I told you about that.
Yeah, look, we're done. We're done there. We're done there. That's it. Fuck him and his gas station buddies, and he can continue to get blown by $50 hookers until his dick falls off, for all I care.
And, why I had to go back there again, because I didn't ask him for the license plate, right away. Well, I did ask him, who was, and, can I have the plate number? And then I got really nasty when I had to go back there because they were on I'm not even going to say what road, but on the road that we were coming on the way back and fucking still try to go after us.
Ridiculous.
Well, so I fucking was like, and there was a cop that dropped off a fucking hooker at our apartment complex. Like, what the fuck? The girl is fucking a hooker. She's wearing fucking...
I can't take it.
Like, she's the one with the red car that parks down there.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Fucking... She's wearing these really, really, really short
skirt
that is like lower butt cheeks.
To put it...
I seen her coochie!
To put it into perspective, she looks like every fucking streetwalker you've ever seen
Hooker,
on the
prostitute,
HBO.
Whatever. But she was arrested sometime last night because she was soliciting. Yeah. That's how I found out. I was like, oh, okay, that's actually a hooker or a prostitute.
Yeah.
Because he drops her off at her car, with her fucking bag.
Bro, door-to-door service. Door-to-door service. It's amazing.
In the bag, she has other clothes, her night clothes of the night in there. She has her fucking wig in the bag. It's all fucking messed up and everything like that. He goes,
I don't want to, see your name, in the doing the solicitation or whatever again, because next time you won't get, a nice warning like this. Like, what? Like,
What's that like?
And the cop left with a fucking smile on his face.
Ew. How you proud of yourself? Whether you bang a hooker, you fucking freak.
I wanted to be like, oh man, I didn't know here it has prostitutes. I was so bad wanted to say, but I was so fucking, shaky.
Yeah, you don't need another problem. Because then that dumb bitch would have said something, and then that would have been it for you. You would have been off to the loony bin.
The bitch goes, like this to me, and I'm like, ugh. Samora sees the fucking bitch going in her car, like, she's trying to go to the car. She's trying to go to Jewish people's cars. I'm like, bitch, you didn't even learn your lesson? You want to show teeth at me because I don't want to fucking let you go in some stranger's car?
Let her get run over next time. Fuck it.
Well, no, she was just doing this. No sound.
Like, you know what, dude? When you get run over, now you're going to learn. Now you're fucking, look at you now. You dumb fuck. I tried to tell you. You don't want to listen to me. Now look at you.
Yeah, I had to go give her a little tap on her fucking head. Like, watch, because that's her little training. You give her a little fucking tap on her head. And then you go to the 2 fingers and you go like this. Watch where you're walking. Because that's something I know she knows. Because I trained her to pay attention to her fucking walks. Taz fucking was awesome with that shit.
It's ridiculous, man. So I guess you're just not allowed to leave the house anymore. I suppose I gotta do it. Because literally every time she leaves.
Not every time.
Damn near, okay.
Last winter.
Every 3 out of 5 times.
The first year, the first winter we had, I got pinned basically by this stranger from the same store, but it was a different guy, and it was fucking midnight, and I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to worry about. I don't got no mace or anything like that. I'm like, nobody's gonna fuck with me, like I don't think I'm attractive enough for people to be like that to me, but he thinks that, fucking because of my freckles, I'm exotic, to people.
Oh, that makes me cringe every time I hear it.
But that I'm exotic?
Yeah.
You were the one who labeled it like that.
The fuck I did. I said no such thing.
Yeah, you did. You said,
I said,
because you're
when
white.
the fuck would I ever say freckles are exotic? What kind of asshole you take me for?
You said maybe they think that you're exotic because you're a white bitch.
Well, yeah, okay.
Or a dark, because in the summertime, I get pretty dark.
Dark, yeah, because it looks like it looks like you're black or Puerto Rican with freckles. Yeah. So that is the way that you worded it made it sound.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't fucking recall words, word to word unless it's like recent. It needs to be in the first 2 months, and it's been like what, 3 years already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is
the first year. Fucking some dude, fucking was like, oh, I know you live in the same apartment complex, and I'm stupid, and I'm like. He looked familiar, and then I'm like, I don't say anything to him. And I was like, and he's like, come on, I'll give you a ride. And I'm like, no, that's all right. If you live in the same development as I do, that it's not that far.
Yeah, yeah.
He pulls out of the Exxon, and he goes by the school where I'm at, because I have to go cross over a school, and then fucking. He pulls over and blocks me from, to be able to cross, the street so I can go past the school. But the motherfucker, pins me. He goes, get in my car. I'm going to give you a ride. And he's getting aggressive. And then he gets out of his fucking car. And I'm like, dude, and I had to lie. And I don't like, fucking fibbing, even like to strangers. But when it comes to, me feeling threatened, I had to say, I have fucking a knife on me. So if you keep on trying to step to me, I have to defend myself. So leave me alone. I'm going to walk on my own. And he's like, oh, it's not safe. It's not safe. it's not safe for me to be, in your car and I don't even know you. And then I tell him that, and he's like, oh, you're not allowed to walk at night. And then the same motherfucker, before I go on that one, with the same guy, that same night that he pinned me, he was telling me that he lived in the same development as I do. Now, this motherfucker went way past our fucking development, as because I didn't get in his car. I just wanted to see where the fuck he was going, because I, was like, no. And I even lied to him, and I said I was on the other development side. This motherfucker goes past 2 streetlights, way past our fucking development. And I was like, fucking thank God I wasn't stupid enough to think that he was one of our neighbors. Because he looked familiar, and somehow I look familiar. I get, people like, oh, you're, whatever. Like, no, I'm not. Trust me, I know my fucking name. I'm not whoever you think I am. Kevin's peeing. But that was not the first time that guy tried to get me to get in his car. Kevin was like, you gotta watch out, because at that time there was a lot of girls and women going missing in our development. Where
taken for sex trafficking rings.
Oh, getting taken for sex trafficking rings, Kevin said.
Yeah, that's real. That's real shit. That's real shit. There are women around here that have gone missing, and they're believed to have been put into sex trafficking rings. As New Jersey has one of the highest rates of sex trafficking in anywhere in the fucking country. That's a fact. That's what it is. So when people disappear, more than likely that's where they're ending up. Or if it's not sex trafficking rings, what's actually wound up happening is they're being fucking murdered for their organs and being harvested. So that's what's going on. Unfortunately,
wrote, make it stop, Jack. Make it stop.
Yeah, it's fucking. You need to forget it now. That's not how it works at all.
Yeah, my issues, my mental issues.
You're obsessed.
I want to fucking be able to drop, any bad, bad shit that has happened. My brain just harps on it every day, from my first memory to what's now will be replayed every day.
It's
all
exhausting.
Day. Yeah.
For everybody involved, because it's not just this, it's with everything.
Mm-hmm.
It happens with everything. And it's not like it's
and
something
it could
you
be
can,
good things too. It just doesn't shut off. I tried medication, fucking that don't fucking work. It fucking antagonizes, my thinking.
Plus, he's going. You're making his fucking head spit, because he's not used to negativity at this level. I don't think.
Wait, is it negative?
You're talking about getting run over almost, and the dog almost getting killed by some jerk off who intentionally did it on purpose.
Well, that's just a bad thing. That's not being negative.
Well, in this kid's world, though, I mean, he I guess, fuck, I don't know, man. But he does. I don't think you have to understand, our lives are not.
Who is this? The Brit?
Yeah. Our lives are not like, well, you already know, our lives are not like everyone else's.
Yeah.
So a regular day at the office for us could be a life-altering situation for one of them. I've come to realize this over the last year and a half that I've been doing this shit, that he said, I don't want to see you have a heart attack or ruin your week. This is a regular Saturday afternoon, unfortunately, because there's always some crazy shit like this that is not always getting run over, but just terrible situations like this.
Watching somebody get hit by a car, on a bike, it doesn't even just have to happen to us, but we are the luckiest motherfuckers in the world.
The luckiest unlucky.
Yeah, that we watch
Yeah.
fucking horrible shit for some reason. Not like we want to, fucking, it just fucking happens. Our first week, we watched 2 bikers fucking get hit by a car at our fucking shopping center.
Yeah.
Like,
It's wild, but that's also that comes down to where you live, because you could be in England and that can happen, New York, New Jersey, wherever. But I know it's rare that you would probably walk out your front door and see some shit like this. But we're under the poverty line, dude. So we see the gross underbelly that is fucking, I'm your international monk. I mean, really, I've never.
and Kevin tells me, I look too much in the positive, for me to be in the negative. I try to see good in everybody, even fucking assholes.
That's where I don't understand it. I don't understand how you do it. I don't understand how she does it. A couple of people fucked me over, and now everybody is guilty until proven innocent.
But I try to break down, like, okay, maybe they were in a bad mood, so they were just taking it out on me. I shouldn't take it so personal, because I was trying to rationalize it, when I was coming back here, and I was even smoking a cigarette downstairs. Then, trying to figure out, like, did this motherfucker actually mean that, even though that he came back the second time? Or the person came back a second time to try to run us off the road, off the side of the road. Sorry, when I get hyped up, my brain don't work.
Well, you do have a choice of how you react, but it's way more difficult in the moment to fucking. A person like that deserves to get the fucking life beat out of them.
I wanted so bad, and it took everything in my power not to open that motherfucker's door and pull that motherfucker out.
I can imagine.
I may seem like I'm violent, but you can ask Kevin, or you can ask anybody. When you see me going like this, I have to. That's me trying not to flip out. That's like a little.
This is some real mental patient shit. Like, this is not putting it on. Like, these are real. Like, she could fucking,
I've been hospitalized because of it.
This real shit.
And during the whole Corona shit, I don't want to deal with fucking going to the hospital and fucking, dealing with Corona, because the last time there was somebody with tuberculosis, and they had to be my fucking roommate, and I flipped out on, my doctors, because I didn't want to be in the same room or doing the group therapy sessions, or the same person that is giving her medications to give me my medications right after, not washing her hands, not using no gloves, But I try my hardest not to fucking flip out. I only got into 3 fights in my life, and I only remember 1 because the other 2 I blacked out. And that's on medication, But I try to be a good person, So I have to, verbally speak how I feel, because that helps a little bit. That bugs the shit out of Kevin, though. All right, I'm done.
That's because I can't get you to not do it.
Yeah, I know. And I'll be pacing back and forth for a while.
Yeah. There's an idiots out there. Millions for a reason. Yeah. Well, look, this is definitely something we can bring up at another time. Maybe we talk about this shit next week. I mean, for those of you that are not aware, this fucking podcast basically this week was about mental shit, which I guess I should go into again at some point, because I didn't even scratch the surface of it, which is difficult to do. But it's almost been 4 hours, and I gotta fucking figure out what am I gonna do here, because I can easily get wrapped up in this shit for the next 2 hours, and then I won't have a voice left to do anything with. So before we get any crazier or any deeper into this conversation, this is the perfect time to end it, and we'll figure it out. So we'll plan something out. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. You can check out the podcast, Lapping at Birds, every Saturday, UK&J Project, usually on Tuesdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. British Summer Time. Check your local listings. It's on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor.fm. Check it. If you haven't seen it already, there's a whole bunch of episodes that are already listed. Don't miss out on it, because it's not your average review channel. We actually do go out of our way to try to break down the movie as much as possible. So whether you like it or you hate it, if it's your favorite movie, whatever it is, just understand that we're going to look at it objectively, the way you're supposed to. Because that's the whole point of it, especially when you're talking about influence and what these things make you think of the movie, is the cultural influences, the whole thing. But yeah, so with all that out of the way, I will catch you guys later. Thanks everybody for stopping by.